And now we're live. We're live now. Wait.
Let's go.
Now
we're live.
Now we're live.
Okay.
We might have been live before, but we're definitely 100% live now.
Well, I hope so. Anyways.
I hope so.
How does it feel to be 1 year old?
We are 1 year old. I feel like a big boy. I'm a big boy. Yeah.
I feel like an experienced podcaster.
You are an experienced You have 1 year of podcasting under your belt.
Exactly. Even though we do it every other week,
So it's really only half a year.
Yes.
It's
so I have
a little over. Yeah. I was trying to math it out because really, 52 weeks in a year means we should only be at like episode 26, 25, somewhere around there. So I was trying to figure out like why are we at 28? And then I realized there were a couple episodes where we had like 2 or 3 in a month because we had stuff we had to talk about.
Yeah, like Celebration and
SCC
and
or like Rancor News back when that was a thing. You remember all that?
Yeah.
Who we got in the chat with us? So we got Jose Gonzalez was here super early. He was like, "What's up?" and happy birthday. So just to be clear, everyone, it's neither of our birthdays. It's the show's birthday, and I know this because just today, GoDaddy charged me for another year on blackseriescantina.com, which we never use. So
I think this might be the first time you've told me you had the domain.
I bought the domain like a long time ago. I bought it when we started. I was like, I'm going to start a domain. I'm like, why not? I've never bought a domain before. Literally the first domain I ever bought. And now I bought a couple because it was so easy. It's kind of fun. But so we got Sean Solo in the chat. We got Lego Lover 117. Landspeeder Luke is here. G-Fan Bam. Yeah. Paragon Fuzz. Lazy Jawa. Wilbon is here. I believe Wilbon's also hanging out in the green room, ready to get on. So, folks, if you're listening to us right now or watching us live, we always do a little kind of Patreon pre-show before we actually start the episode proper. And what we're doing right now, and you can feel free to tune us out and come back in like 20 minutes if you want. But we're doing a little Wheel of Death giveaway for our people that entered that giveaway. And it's way too late to enter now, so I'm sorry, but it's fun to watch anyway, even if you haven't entered. And we're gonna have some fun doing that. Yeah. Before we get into the show proper, that will be on iTunes and whatnot. We got Kirby Brock, we got Darren Faust. Lancer Luke says if he doesn't win, it's rigged, and that's actually probably accurate. It's rigged.
Hey, I have something in the mail for Luke. Also,
look at that. Lyric is here. How's it going? Nigel Lindsay is here, and Dink Chaz is here. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Luke, I'm going to send you a Black Series Cantina shirt here soon.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to get my light set up. Oh, look at this bullshit. Can you make me big somehow?
Sure.
Real quick.
Maybe. I'll figure it out. Is that did I do it? There we go.
Look at this. As soon as I walked in, all of these figures are just like tumbled over. My whole Mandalorian shelf. Tumbled.
Womp womp.
I don't have time to
Womp womp.
I don't have time to fix it.
Womp womp.
Oh. Luke, not yet. Not yet. Unless it's delivered and it got stolen. But I haven't gotten it yet.
I won't let you be on top of me. I have to be on top, damn it.
Wow. Okay. What is this turning into?
I don't know.
People who are like, what the hell are we listening to right now?
I honestly don't know what you're listening. No, you're listening to Black Series Cantina.
Yes.
But before we get into the show proper, to celebrate our birthday, we're giving away presents. Zach, what are we giving away?
So I have 2 giveaways. Everybody knows from if you were listening to last show, I'm giving away the new Kenobi Darth Vader. And I have I guess it's not a surprise. I was actually going to wait a while to give it away, but I'm going to go ahead and give it away here and now to our Patreon members. I got a Hunter that is recently, it goes in and out of stock on Big Bad Toy Store, but the price is like $85 on eBay. Why would you do that when you can pay us $2 a month, be eligible for giveaway. We want to do this for our Patreon members, so I'm going to be giving away that, and then Mike has 2.
Yeah. So we're giving away 4 figures in total. I'm giving away a Cantina band member, Figrin Dan, and if you haven't watched my review of that, it's up, and it's a lot of jizz. It's this. I've never
you not say that
talked
when I'm like halfway down a drink.
I've never talked so much about jizz in my life as when I talked about that. I also have the Gaming Greats Sev that we're giving away. So basically what's going to happen is we are going to be going until we have 4 people left. And then that 4th person is number 4. 3rd person is number 3. 2nd person is number 2. And the number 1 winner gets to choose what they want. And then we'll work backwards in that order.
Lyric, if you want my address and want to send me a gift, just hit my DMs.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Absolutely. Mike can make anyone big. I like what you're here for. Also, Colonel Angus is here. I love it when Colonel Angus comes to town.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, should we get started? Should we at least the first one? At least the first one, right?
JT, we just started. Haven't even started yet, really.
No, we just started.
The proper show hasn't started yet.
We have to start this because we have 80 entries. So I'm gonna start going.
We got to go.
There's a lot of people in here that have multiple entries. So if your name pops up and looks like the first victim is Luke Mirza. I'm so sorry, Luke. Yeah.
Hopefully nobody gets eliminated back to back like last time.
That like last time? That was sad. That was real sad. Absolutely. All right, all right, here we go. All right. I thought it would auto close, but it wasn't. So we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna go through this. Oh! Is it Skywalker? Or it was almost Luke Mirza again, and that would have been sad. But
close.
Yeah,
Skywalker,
okay.
One of our first patron members.
That's absolutely. But he's not out. He's got multiple entries, so we're good. We're good. We're good. Again, okay, yeah, it's okay. Again, he's got multiples.
Multiple. That's good. This makes me so nervous. Like I know not everybody can win, but I don't want anybody to be.
No, technically only 4 people can win.
Sean's here. Good to see you.
Oh, what's up, Sean? You made it.
Do we have anybody in the green room? If we can, you want to go ahead and bring them on? Like,
we
can
sure.
We can bring them back on the main show.
Okay.
Also, just a.
There we go. We'll bring John. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Great. We're bringing you on while we're doing this because you're just waiting, and it's just nice.
I was really close to getting out last time. It was just on my name there. I was like, oh,
it was I remember.
So we're gonna do it to where not the same person can't win twice,
right?
And then, so there has to be 4 winners, and then they can pick like the 4th person, or is it the last person gets to?
The last person gets to choose what they want out of the 4 things. Yeah.
Okay. And if they're here, it'll make it faster. Jeff.
Ooh, that was so close.
That was another close.
I think that was his only entry. So Jeff is sure Jeff is out.
John, I'm really glad you have /Wilbon on your name there.
So we know.
Yeah, thank you.
They get so confused. I like
another close call.
Yep. Ooh. I like your what figures you got behind you there.
So I've got my like Imperial army on this like shelf right here, and then up there I have like the Emperor and Vader and stuff, and then I've got some Marvel Legends going up there, and my Clone Wars on the very top.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks. Are those Jenny Tartakovsky in package?
Yeah, I've got some of those in box. I have Mace Windu and Grievous still in the box.
Oh, nice.
Why'd you choose those?
I just think the box design is really cool. That card back is just super neat. And I have the Kenobi one from the Target exclusive still in box too. It's just really nice. I have one out of the box and one in the box for this.
Is H-Town eliminated? Was that his only?
No.
Was that his second one?
No, I'm pretty sure he's got 3.
He's got 3.
We have a lot of people with 3 entries because a lot of people are on that Cantina band member.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way to do it. $11.38 a month. It's not too bad.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. The only one I have on card from the Jenny Tarkovsky one is the Grievous one. I definitely wanted to keep one of the on card, and I feel like that was the one because I already have the regular Grievous, so I was like, you
might as well have that one on card. It's just such a great looking setup with the box and everything.
And then for the Clone Wars ones, or the Target exclusive ones, I have just Anakin and Obi on card, and then I have both of those loose also, and then finally, I'm going to spoil one of my fine editions. I just got the Clone Pilot finally from a local comic shop here in Louisville.
Nice.
You know what? Nigel says he's been enjoying Landspeeder Luke's content lately, and I agree. I love Landspeeder Luke's shelf series so much. It's relaxing. Yeah. It's relaxing to watch. He's got a nice, smooth cadence to his voice. I don't know. Just goosebumps.
He might be like
on
one
socials. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, he might be like the fastest growing YouTube like for collecting out there right now. He started off and instantly was at like 2K. I think he's up at 3K now, maybe 4. You know, by the time.
If you're watching or listening to this and you haven't followed Landspeeder Luke on YouTube, do so.
And all socials, like he's everywhere.
Nah, just YouTube.
Yeah, just YouTube.
Oh, sorry, Dink Chaz. But not out. You still got things going on.
My cat Boba might make a cameo on this podcast.
Oh, we are very cat friendly here. Although my cats are stuck outside the toy room.
He just came in here and started meowing, so he may have a little voiceover here and there.
I actually locked my kitten in the toy room last night. And I was in bed for like an hour and a half, and I'm like, where is she? She always jumps on the bed, and she's like, I'm the kitten, and she like stomps around until she curls around and finds a spot to sleep. And it was like an hour and a half. I'm like, where? She's like here by now. And then I remembered when I was working on my computer last night, she went behind the open door and laid down behind the open door. And then when I got up to go to bed, I just closed the door behind me, not thinking that.
Oh, John.
Oh, that's one down.
That's okay. That's one down.
We got some more entries. We're still good.
So I'm just thankful that my kitten didn't like wreck anything for the hour and a half she was in here. Oh no!
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh,
what are the
What
odds?
the heck, man? Hey, that's the way it goes, I guess.
That's the way it goes, but that sucks.
What if it's 3 in a row right here?
I'm going to Vegas if it's 3 in a row.
Aaron.
Okay, not 3 in a row. Not going to Vegas.
Not 3 in a row. Lucky. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, lucky. Man, that sucks. I'll blame Mike. He put this all together.
That's fair. No, listen, I shuffled this like 100 times.
The house.
Do we remember?
Wins, right. That's the way it works, right?
Yep.
do we remember our last winners?
Off the top of my head.
Not off the top of my head. I'd have to look at like our email.
Oh, it's almost Landspeeder Luke again, but nope.
Oh, also, if any Patreon members are in the chat, if you go on the Patreon page, we have the link if you want to actually join the show like John is now.
That's true.
Yeah, so go to the Patreon page. You can join the show. And then during the show, we'll probably have, people do 5 to 10 minute segments or whatever, depending on how many people we have that want to join. So we would greatly appreciate it. Cardboard.
Yeah, sorry, Paragon Fuzz.
See who's next on the channel block.
Caleb.
That was close. Garrett survived that one. He actually texted me saying he's hoping to pop in.
Oh, JT, so sorry. The names are getting bigger on the board. I know,
they
right?
are. Remember whenever our first idea was to do this like in multiple different times, and then we were like, no, that's way too much.
Just
it's
the
gonna
once.
be the last one.
Just the once, yeah.
I like the big wheel with all the names on it. It was a little bit stressful on my commute listening to this part of the podcast last time where I was like, oh, my name again. How many do I have left?
Yeah, we don't want you to get in a crash, like looking closely to see, like trying to find your name on there.
Really wanted that red clone trooper or whatever it was, Ford, whatever his name was.
Fordo, yeah.
I eventually did get him. He came back in stock, so it all had a happy ending anyway.
That's good.
Sorry, JT. Oh, JT's still got one more on there though. I'm looking at the.
Hey, Nigel, if you want to join Patreon, you can have some skin in the game next time we do this. This is our second giveaway.
Yeah, and we're going to have a third either when we hit 50 Patreon members or December, whichever comes first.
Yeah. And I think we're at 36 now or something like that.
Yeah, I think we need like 14 more to go.
And that could literally just be everybody do the $2
is that Caleb's
tier.
third?
Oh, is it? I think it is.
That's rough.
His name's came up.
No,
he has one on it right there. Yeah,
wait. No, that was the one that went
that
out.
eliminated. Oh, he's done.
I think that's all Caleb. That sucks.
Dang. But it could literally just be people do the $2 tier, and that helps.
It gets you one entry.
That gets you an entry.
You got a chance.
Although the $5 tier, Paragon Fuzz, another one.
R.I.P.
The $5 lets you watch the video versions of the podcast. Basically, what you're watching now that we're giving everybody for free.
Yeah. Luke, that's the second.
Luke Mirza, not land speeder Luke, a more different Luke.
Correct. A different Luke.
Yeah. We're in the top 50 now. This is the 45th. We got 45 more people to go. 45 more entries. Not people, but entries. Oh, Dink Ches.
Was that it for him?
It's hard to tell because it's not telling me. Usually it would tell me like this has been removed.
Yeah. I wish I had a number off right.
Yeah, I think I forgot to click a button to tell me that because I was just kind of going through it this morning and then I forgot to redo it. Oh, those close ones
insane.
always.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so close. Insanely close. TK's here. Burgers at the. Hey, do you want to?
Oh no! Paragon, no!
Hey, do you want to bring TK in?
I don't know if can we put. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you got this. You got the audio on.
Do you have headphones?
Put them all on. Put them all on.
Oh, you got the audio on. Oh, hold on. I can hear our audio through. I think yours, JT.
Put them all on.
Block user. All right, get those spam those. Anyone want some porn? Because like 69mega.com is really into this right now.
Oh, we got the plug in the chat.
We're getting the out of the basement porn bots things. We've made it. Are we big time now? That's how we know we made it.
You know what's funny? So I Dylan, no, I made one of our older episodes that was on our YouTube channel public today. Within 5 minutes, there was a porn spam comment on it. Within 5 minutes of it going live, and that was something we recorded back in February.
Jeez, oh my gosh! All right, hopefully that's better.
What about now?
Oh yeah, you're good. Absolutely.
I think we're good.
As long as I can't hear myself, I'm good. Because I hate hearing myself.
Fantastic.
How's it going? Good to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you guys. Yeah, I remember I had a tough time a few months back. I hit Mike up on Twitter. I was like, "Hey, what happened to your show?" And he's like, "We charge money now, so sorry about."
It's always awkward to tell people that. Well, we don't charge money if you want to just listen to it. Like it's a podcast.
I'm a visual guy.
I get it.
I respect it. So how would you tell us what kind of figures you got behind you? Looks like some red box I see.
Yeah, so I got Boba Fett shrine running there on the side of the TV.
Sick.
And then just in the closet there, let's see if I can move it a little bit. Just got all my stuff stacked up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been
nice.
collecting for quite some time. I got some of my older stuff down in the totes below.
It's always fun when your room looks like a store, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
I love toy stores. Like, I seriously dream about going to toy stores.
It kind of is.
Yeah, somebody like commented on one of my TikTok videos, and I could tell it was just some like dumb kid. He commented, "Dude's room looks like a store with like the dead emoji, you know, the skeleton emoji." I was like, "Are you kidding me? You're roast me right now saying it looks like a store." But I enjoy it.
Hey, that's the goal. That's what we want, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
You can't walk in a store now and see tons of figures like you used to, you know, way
Right.
back in the day. So
Right.
Which makes me want to open up my own.
that'd be sick. What part of the country are you in?
I'm actually close to Mike. I'm in Corona.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Cool. I was born in what's the city? Riverside, California. If y'all know where that is.
Yeah, it's the little north. Not a big
Yeah.
deal. How was that weather today, huh?
Oh, the hurricane weather that we're supposed to
Yeah.
be
Fun tropical. I had to take down our umbrella out front because it was pretty windy at like 6 a.m. Like it woke me up. It was so windy.
It wasn't too windy, but it's disgusting walking outside and
Oh, it's so muggy. Ugh.
yeah, it's 85 degrees and raining.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And I know people, maybe like people in Kentucky, for instance, are like, oh, what's a little humidity? Or like my parents in Florida, but like in California, we're in a desert. Like it's not supposed to be humid.
Yeah, right.
John, what part of the country are you
all
in?
the time.
I'm in good old Virginia, Central VA. It's humid.
So
every
that
day.
gets humid. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, yes. Look, we're headed towards milder temperatures, though, so it's not as bad as it has been this dreadful August.
Yeah, these last 2 days in Louisville have been fabulous. It's been just like 80 degrees. It's been brilliant. It's been great. All right, we're
Like
getting
they were
close
talking about the weather while I'm casually eliminating people from
The wheel of death.
Yeah. Last time I was every spin was like this. What's gonna happen? And now I'm just like, yeah, whatever. This person's out. This person's out. Yeah. We had 80 entries. That's so many people.
It is.
How many subscribers are you guys up to?
Oh, I have no idea.
36, I think.
Well, that's Patreon supporters.
Or that's
Oh yeah. I think 36, and then we have a good amount of the 1138 tier.
Oh,
And then
no,
most
Luke.
people are the $5. Oh, Kirby. They went to Kirby. And then I think we only have like 1 or 2 people who do the $2. So I think the $5 one is pretty popular, which is nice.
Maybe bolster up that Facebook group that you guys just made and see if we can get more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we're trying to
Appreciate the
reach
plug.
out. We're trying to reach out. You know, Jimmy.
R.I.P.
That
Loyal
Facebook group has
supporter.
been really nice lately. I've enjoyed seeing the posts over there.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun, positive place. I like it.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of drama. People are just posting like, "This is what I like. This is what I collect," and that's what it should be.
Yeah, for sure.
Garrett's eliminated. Yeah, it's funny because I need to unfollow some other Facebook groups because I'll like scroll and I'll see something and I'm like I have to scroll back up and like wait, is that in my? Because if that's in my group, I feel like I gotta like and comment on that, and then I'll see it's not, and I'm like, oh, I gotta keep scrolling. So I feel like I need to leave other ones. So in my regular Facebook
I think
feed is
Mark just got eliminated.
more
Yep, I
personal.
don't see him on
Oh,
there anymore.
R.I.P.
Sorry, Mark.
Getting close now.
We are. When we hit top 10, we'll assess how many we got. Oh,
That was close.
Close.
lyrics in chat. So I think it'd be cool if Lyric makes it towards the end.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
but we're gonna have 4 winners. So if we have some doubles in there, we'll have to come up with something creative to do. No, Lyric. It's okay. I think you got another one.
That's it. Or was that all 3?
What are the giveaways again? What are you guys doing?
We're gonna do. I'm giving away 2, and Mike's giving away 2. So I'm gonna do the new Vader, and then Hunter because he's recently gone up in value like crazy. So hopefully give somebody that, and they don't got to spend $85 for it. And then Mike is doing Figuring Dan and
Sev.
Very cool.
Let's see what we got.
I figured Figuring Dan's a good one because like people can army build. He's an army builder, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I go to the store, I always check for the Figuring Dans. So I got to build up my Cantina band.
I saw one today at Walmart, and I almost bought him just to have another one.
I could have had another one in the giveaway.
I thought about that, and I'm like, you know what? You guys got enough.
That's true. That's true.
I don't want to spoil you.
Mike, you being in SoCal, is it getting better for you down at the brick and mortar, or no?
I would say yeah. I've seen the last 2 waves at both Target and Walmart, like the full waves. So I definitely think it's getting better.
Okay.
At least here, but I live in North San Diego County, and there are within like a 20-mile radius 6 Targets, 6 Walmarts. Like if one doesn't have it, someone else is going to.
You got a nice runway where you can just hit a bunch of stores.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, I start in Encinitas, and then I just kind of go up to 5 and down to 15, and just go all the way to Escondido, and it's like a whole thing. No, Landspeeder Luke, no!
Oh, no.
That's okay. He's got one more. He's got one more.
Oh, he's still in? Oh, wow, yep.
Yeah, he's still in it. Watch, we just jinxed him.
Yeah, it's back to back.
It's going to be back to back. You watch it. It's going to be back to back.
Yep.
Knock on wood, but
apologize
the 2 in here are still in. Oh, knock on wood.
Oh, you jinxed yourself. You jinxed yourself.
I knocked
I'm
on wood
so
right
sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's top tier.
So it's not rigged.
No, yeah. Of course.
No.
Oh!
I don't know why I'm going for Landspeeder Luke, but I'm kind of low key going for.
He
Landspeeder
just makes
Luke.
such good content, and
He's a great guy.
Reward him, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
man.
We got 12 entries left. I don't think there are any doubles.
Josh.
Oh, Josh.
Sorry.
So sorry.
Poor Josh.
Yep. Okay.
All right, let's see.
Okay, one more spin, and then we'll get our top 10
Yeah,
here.
do like a reset here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ethan.
Looks like Ethan.
All
All right.
where are we
Hey,
at
so
here?
hold on. Before we go, who are the people that won last time? Because I feel like we should eliminate. No, we shouldn't eliminate them. They can win again. They can win again. That's how it works. All right.
Did they email us or did?
I'm don't worry about it. Seriously, if they won.
comments.
If they win twice in a row, they deserve it. They've got good luck because
Yeah, I mean they're paying monthly still.
That's exactly.
You know.
So we got our top 10. We got Ethan, Tim B, John Wilkerson still in there, CV2187, KC Texas, Andrew Silva, Tim B, Dylan Justice, BA46, and Landspeeder Luke. We're going to be eliminating 6 of those people here.
We apologize in advance.
This is where my palms are getting sweaty. Mom's
Knees
spaghetti.
Arms are heavy.
Knees weak.
Yeah, that's right.
Is there vomit on your sweater already?
Already.
Already.
Ethan. Ethan is the number one. This is using a lot of resources here, spinning this wheel. My computer's like, stop this. All right.
Who's it gonna be?
Andrew Silva, it looks
Andrew
like.
Silva.
Oh.
Sorry, bud.
Here we go.
Oh, it's getting close.
I know. I feel tingly. No!
Oh!
Dang. Oh well. We'll get him next
I was low key actually hoping it was going to be you but I didn't want to jinx it. I didn't want to jinx it.
You know.
Yeah.
That's all good. I'm just happy to
You
be
always kind of want people who show up.
Exactly. The people that show up should.
In the chat, you know.
It's just how it is, though. It's how it is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh,
poor Luke.
no.
You hate to see it.
I hate to see it, but it is what it is. I'm so sorry, Luke.
Maybe next time we can do, if you join, you get like an extra entry or something for Patreon.
Maybe.
I don't know. tombstones left and right.
Tombstones left and right. That's how it. This is literally just like line them up, knock them down.
That's
All
So
right.
This is it right here.
This is it. So we'll have our finalists of
Tim
these
B,
5
2
people.
entries still. Look at that.
Oh, that's it. So that's it then.
Oh yeah, that is it. I didn't even notice that Tim B was in there twice. So hold on. Since Tim B has 2 in there, should we just say he wins? No, I want to.
No.
I want to eliminate one person here.
Well, so we have to. So we have our 4 now.
We do. So we're just going to pick the order in which they go in.
Correct. So now whoever gets it picks first.
Right. So
and then so Tim B has just a better shot since his 2 entries made it.
That's a good point. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see who gets eliminated, or
This is
who
the
gets to
winner.
pick who gets to pick last, basically.
So it's Tim. Tim gets to pick.
No, not necessarily.
Oh yeah, true.
Because he still has one more. He could still last.
Okay, so now we're doing.
Now we're picking the 4 winners.
And is this for who picks first or last?
This is who picks last.
Okay, last. All right. So I'm gonna go 4. This pen doesn't freaking work.
Okay, so KC Texas picks last.
All right, KC.
You ready?
Yep. Oh, it's gonna be close.
Oh! That was so
Dylan
close.
Justice.
Oh my god. Okay, so
I feel like
Dylan picks
won last
third.
time, too. I feel like he was one of the winners
Slimmest
last
of
time.
margins.
All right.
And let's see.
And
who picks
then
Tim.
Tim B is second. So our winner is CV2187.
That is not a bot, I promise.
Well, if they are, they're
Not
paying us
us.
money. So it's...
Well, congrats
All right.
to the winners.
Yes, if you are watching this, hit us up, email us, hit us up on Patreon. Actually, you're all Patreon members, so message us on Patreon. We'll need the list. Just list your 4 out of Darth Vader, Hunter, Sev, and the Cantina band member. Just in forward order.
Yeah.
I don't care what number you are. Just give us the 4 in order, and we'll go through those and figure out who gets what. So just send us a message on the Patreons.
Yep, that'll work. So, all right, so we're gonna kick you guys
That
out
was
now.
yeah, we're gonna. Thanks for joining us for this. That was fun. We'll bring you back in a bit though, once we get to the interviewee parts.
Yep, and
So
probably
thanks-
one at a time, so that way we can like actually.
Yeah, we can get more of a for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Oh,
That was
wow.
exciting. That was
I know. It was like 80 through 15. I didn't care about. Like it sucked seeing some names go, but like that last 10, it gets so giddy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's exciting when it starts, and then in the middle you kind of got to start talking about stuff, and then that final like 20 to 10, it's like that's when
So if that looked like fun to you guys, or if you want to be part of our next one, you can head over to Patreon. Basically, for every tier you are a member of, you get an entry. So if you're our highest tier, you get 1 entry for everyone below you as well. So a lot of people got 3 entries because they're our Cantina band member tier, and what they get is they get to watch our videos, our podcast video wise, like what you're doing right now, basically. But they also get to participate when we record, so they get to be in the chat while we're recording the episodes, because we don't record them for everyone to listen to, basically just for those people on that tier or the tier above it. So if that sounds like fun to you, you can head over to Patreon, but you don't have to, because you can always just listen to our podcast for free, audibly, on literally any audio place whatsoever. You like Google
Apple,
Podcasts, you like
Spotify,
iTunes, you like whatever, like Spotify, knock yourself
Podbean.
out. Stitcher, like we're everywhere.
Everywhere.
I made sure of it. Well, should we get into the actual episode? Should we do an episode?
I think we should. Me personally, I would like to.
Do you want to? Let me get my notes up, I guess.
Yeah, I noticed you haven't been in here. I was like,
I have been. They've been up the whole time.
We got news, man.
We got some news. So, we got some nudes?
Yes, I mean, we can. We might have to provide a different link.
All right, you heard it here first. We're starting an OnlyFans. Black Series Cantina OnlyFans. Let's go. Lyric loves to listen to this while they clean. That's great. Nigel says we need need show now. Need show now. That's hard to say. I'm not even a little drunk. I haven't drunk in a long time. I haven't had anything to drink in a long time. I'm just hopped up on energy drinks and the adrenaline from watching people get eliminated from a giveaway. It's
pretty exciting.
That's where we are. But yes, you are listening to Black Series Cantina. This is episode 28. It is our 1-year anniversary. I am your host, Mike, and with me, but not lesser than me, lesser than or equal to me, greater than or equal to me, some kind of math thing. We got Zach.
How's it going? And also, we're live. We are live on YouTube. Yes. Now, it's not only for Patreons this episode, and we got bots in the chat already.
Oh, we got bots in the chat. So usually we're live only to our Patreon people, but right now we're live to everybody because it's our birthday, and we wanted people to have fun on our birthday.
Yep.
So,
and later on in the show, we're going to have some Patreon members join us throughout the show.
That's true.
And have a chat. And the floor is open to them. They're going to bring up whatever topic they want.
Yes, this is their time.
Issues, if they want to show off some fine editions, just anything they want. And hopefully we get a good amount of patrons joining us, so it should be a good time.
Absolutely.
So our 1-year anniversary episode, how do you feel being having 1 year this under your belt?
Tell you what, it only feels like 28 episodes. It's crazy.
Right? It's been flying by. It's insane.
It actually does go by real fast. Going back and because I was looking at earlier episodes earlier today, and it was like episode 18. I'm like, that was 6 months ago. Like what happened? It just doesn't feel like that long, but it is.
Yeah.
It is that long. That's what she said.
I hope that's what she would say.
I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I just hear people say it, so I just repeat it.
That's true. I mean, you used it in the correct context.
Did I?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, that's good. All right. Me pretending that I don't know dirty jokes. I made a whole 30-minute video about jizz on my YouTube channel. So I know a thing or two about double entendre, if you will.
Yeah, now you're going to give us an R rating for this podcast.
I know, right? We're going to get the explicit tag.
Explicit tag,
yeah. It's kind of funny. I've had a couple of people comment. The one guy was like, I don't know if you know this, but in the UK, jizz means something different. I'm just like, I assure you that in America, it means the exact same thing.
But it also is a certain type of music in the
Star Wars. That's true. We're just wailing that jizz right there.
Yep.
So
that's 1 year of Black Series Cantina already. It's insane. We have almost 40 Patreon members, which I never thought we would be. We would even have a couple.
Absolutely.
We kind of launched that, and it was like, well, hopefully we get a couple, and then it's like the community's growing. We have a Facebook page, like that community's growing. Yep. It's been crazy, and it's been awesome to do this with you.
That's true. If you want to hang out with us
doing this,
if you want to hang out with us on Patreon, my wife is in the chat. She says congratulations.
Oh, shout out!
Thank you, my wife. My wife. So, what were we saying? I got distracted by my wife.
Just a great time.
Great time.
Started this hoping to, have positive Black Series chats. Make some friends.
That's what we're going for.
Plenty of friends along the way.
So many friends. Lots of great friends.
Yeah, lots of great friends. Because it was collecting for me was pretty lonely up until we kind of started this, and now I have. Pretty close friends with, you and Luke and Out of the Basement Boys. And I talk to Patreon members all the time. Got the Facebook page. So that's really cool. So, it's
definitely changed my life. I'm not even kidding. I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not even being a little sarcastic.
I mean, honestly, for me, it's made, collecting was always fun. but it's made it like
a community.
It's sort of like like that. I can't think of how to say it. Like, I feel like I enjoy you. It's easier to enjoy it more whenever you have like people and friends you can talk to.
You have enablers. You have a bunch of enablers.
Yeah, you have a bunch of enablers. Yeah.
You have a bunch of enablers, is what you have.
Yeah, I'm standing at Target and I'm like, I don't have this figure, but I feel like I need it for my Fine Edition segment. I got nothing this week. So yeah, it happens to the best of us. But yeah, we got a great listening community, and the support, the feedback has been awesome. So
yeah. Lazy Jawa says the Black Series community is the best, and I will agree with that to a point. I think there are some great people in the community, and when we can tune out some of those negative Nancys that just want to complain a lot, it's okay not liking something, it's okay having gripes, but when all you do is complain, that's just like maybe you need to move on. So
yeah,
it's nice having a place where people just can come and enjoy. Like, what do you like? I know there's things you don't like, but what do you like?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. I would piggyback on that and say the Black Series community is the best to a certain extent, because there is a segment of the community that I feel like the people that actually pay attention, it's pretty positive.
Yeah.
But there's people that aren't going to be satisfied no matter what.
No matter what. Yeah.
Like, there was this post on Reddit the other day, and I forget exactly what it said, but the guy was like, I'm out of collecting. Like,
I commented on that. Yeah.
And I did too, and I was like, it's the best it's been. We have tons of figures, new molds, the faces are amazing. And somebody was like, Disney ruined Star Wars figures, and it's like, what are you talking about, dude?
Disney has been part of Star Wars figures since the beginning of the Black Series line. Like, that Disney logo has been there since figure one.
Yeah. So, yeah, the fact that, like, I feel like the people who actually pay attention, it's pretty positive.
Yeah,
but there's just a bunch.
No, I agree. I just it's definitely important not to let the negative people get you down, because there are a lot of great people and there are a lot of positive people, and we want to shout those people out and kind of magnify those voices, I guess. So,
and I think that's why me and you have become pretty close friends with like other positive people in the community, because like you can't build a connection with somebody who's just constantly negative about it. And there's a difference in,
it's exhausting.
Yeah, there's a difference in constructive criticism and just being like super negative all the time. Like, you can literally 100%. You can critique a figure, or you can critique Hasbro decisions, but it's different whenever you just like blindly say, oh, this line sucks, this line is declining. Like, no, they just put out, like, why do you think they're making all these side characters? It's because they're making so much money on everything that they're just throwing a million figures at the wall. They wouldn't do that if they weren't making money off of it. TBC.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on from complaining about the complainers, and let's have some fun talking about what we've added into our collections since we were here last time. I'm gonna go first because I'm super short. I have one figure. I have, from Papa Gord, my Canadian Santa Claus boyfriend here. I have the Gaming Greats 13th Battalion Trooper, and I got him yesterday, and normally I would wait and open it up on camera, or wait until the podcast and show and then open it up, but I couldn't resist. I love Jedi Fallen Order, and I love this Trooper so much, and I love that it's the first. Is it the first clone Trooper we've gotten in the new mold that has the black band?
The black stripe, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. Going back and looking at the 212th, and like, it just looks so plain on the head without it, and seeing this nice little black stripe, it's so weird how big of a deal that makes, but it does. So that's my one and only Fine Edition.
Yeah, they didn't even put the black line on the Shock Trooper, which I know in the show the black line wasn't there, but
and that's kind of what that's what they go for.
That specific Trooper in live action.
Yeah,
and it's a tricky thing, but that's a great Fine Edition.
It's a great Fine Edition, and Papa Gord, if you're listening to this now or later or whenever, thank you so much, baby.
Yep. I kind of have a laundry list.
Okay, that's why I went first.
I don't think I talked about this on last show. I want to make sure. Last show wasn't. I didn't talk about the stuff I got from Kokomo Toys, right? Or did I?
You did.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I did. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't. Okay, then I don't have to talk about that. Wait, I feel like I didn't though for some reason.
Maybe you didn't. Go ahead and do it
I don't
anyway.
think
Why
I'm
not?
gonna do it anyways.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So from me and the boys from out of the basement met up at Kokomo Toys in Kokomo, Indiana, and I got Worthy Cap for only $40. I feel like that's a pretty good deal. If you look on eBay, some of these are selling for like 80, 60. It's pretty up and down.
It's a good deal for now. I mean, it's more than retail price, but they haven't made that since 2018 and 2019 or whatever. So I think that's a good deal.
And this is one I've been really been wanting. And then, so to see it in person, and it was like I felt like it was a halfway decent price. You know, I just love the shield, and like the head sculpt is amazing. Comes with an alternate head that's really good, and then like the damage shield and the hammer, of course.
Yep,
it's pretty sick. He's kind of hard to stand, mine is though. Perfect. There we go. And then I got R5 from Kokomo Toys. Finally, been wanting this one for a while. I love the shininess around the neck here. That's a really good touch. Finally got R5, even though he's a little out of scale. Got the Inferno Squad Agent.
That's a fun one. I like that one.
This is probably like one of my new favorites, just like Troopers, because like the maroon eyes that are kind of.
I don't know why I didn't do this before. Yeah.
The eyes have kind of a red tint. Can't really see here. But the black.
I also
and red,
like that one has a holster for the blaster because the normal TIE Fighter pilots don't.
And then also from Kokomo Toys, I got Ray's Speeder for $20.
You know what's funny about yours is you talked about how it's missing the little mouthpiece. I went and looked at mine. Mine's missing the mouthpiece. I have no idea where it is. I don't know if I lost it in a move or if it came off somewhere and it's like behind a shelf. No idea. But mine currently is also missing its mouthpiece, and I'm a little perturbed a little bit.
I'm glad I'm not the only one now.
I blame you.
Wow. But only $20. This was standing.
No, it's a good deal.
The shelf like the other way. Then I asked the guy. I was like, I said, "Is there a price for that? I just want to make sure." Then he flipped it around. There was a little sticker that said $20. Like that's insane. This has been on my Amazon wish list for a long time, and it's always been like 40, 35, and I haven't pulled the trigger. But I love this.
So here's a question for you.
Yep.
Now that you have it in hand, would you say it would have been worth the full 60?
Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
Because also like
because it came out at the same time as the Luke Skywalker and Land Speeder.
Yeah.
And that's iconic, and it looks great, but the weathering and the details and stuff on that,
in all the flaps.
Yeah,
and like this
I love that speeder. Yeah,
it's gonna be. I don't want to break. Yeah, this whole thing opens up. Look at the detail on that. That is insane. And
that fudge sickles. It's a really cool looking speeder.
This even flaps and all that, and like all this comes off if you want it to, and you can have her like messing with it. And the stand. Yeah, I think it's awesome. And the soft goods on her is great, and the figure. I think I wish there could have been some weathering like on her mask and stuff.
Yeah,
or her headgear, but it's really not that big a deal.
I like that we got the Rey with the full headgear on instead of because the regular Rey,
the regular Rey is terrible.
Yeah,
the one I have now. So this is like the best Rey I have now. And then lastly,
the netting on the side with all the junk in it's pretty cool too. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And then lastly, for only $25. Enfys Nest with speeder, still sealed.
That thing is so long.
Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't opened it yet, but I just haven't really had the time. But this is just the price of one figure, and I get the whole speeder too. Oh, there it is.
Look at how long this. I can't even put it all in. Like it's freaking long. In fact, it's almost as long, or just as long as the 1/6 scale speeder bike that I have, the Hot Toys speeder bike.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's a long speeder.
I'm excited to get that one. And then recently I also got Photoreal Jyn Erso at GameStop. So if you don't have this one yet, go to your GameStop. They have a promotion right now where they're taking, it's like 25% extra off the regular clearance price. So that, and I had my $5 per month for an in-store purchase for being a pro member.
Nice.
Got it for $9.
Nice. That's a good deal. Because
I think it was discounted for $18. They took another 25%, and I had $5 off. So $9 couldn't pass it up. Mine. Look at her neck. It's missing paint though. I don't know if I can.
I think that's how mine is too.
You see it? It's just so pale, and compared to the old one.
Yeah.
The old one. So I want to do a head swap. If I wish I can get it to focus, but you can just see the color on the neck is fine on this one. I want to do a head swap, and it'll be fine. And then 2 more. Local comic shop. I finally got Clone Pilot Hawk for $25.
That's not a bad price. That's retail price. That's not bad.
Retail price, and that once you get to over 225 points at that place, I think you get a $25 off coupon. So now next time I go, I'm going to figure for free. So that's pretty sick.
Nice.
And then last pickup, I got the Amazon exclusive new prototype Boba Fett. He actually looks really cool, like in this new packaging. The
new. I'm putting quotation marks up for the people listening. I'm saying new. And quoting it because it's not new.
Not at all. Very old figure. This is probably like the 10th time they've released this Boba Fett mold.
That mold, it's the second time there was that color. Yeah,
even this, and it does look cool in the blue and black packaging with the white contrast. But it is cool for people who don't have the original.
I agree. It should have been an archive release though, or they're doing exactly what you want them to do and just take the old figures and release them in the new Galaxy packaging.
That would be nice, but I would rather have new molds.
That's fair. But that's the opposite of what you usually say. You're like, they should get rid of archive and just say that. You are the person that said that.
I know, and I stand by that. So this is, but for like this specific figure, it doesn't even belong in the movie though. That's the thing.
You're right. That's not an Empire Strikes Back figure. Yeah.
They did it for the one that shouldn't have even been in the mainline packaging because
I agree with that.
It's not even a character in the movie. Well, it's a prototype of the character, They should have just put it saved it for I got Siri. Can you still hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, did you lose me? Can you hear me?
No. Okay. On my end, it just started you randomly started talking about Siri, and I thought you were having a stroke.
She popped up on my laptop. I thought because whenever that happens, I can't hear anything, so I thought I was gone for a second. But
nope.
I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, they should have saved this for the Ralph McQuarrie box art,
I kind of agree with that. Yeah. Or they should come up with a new category. It's like Legends or Expanded Universe or something.
Yeah.
So
for sure. But yeah, that's my last pickup. Before we move into news, I do want to give a shout out to our winners from our giveaway we did before we went live Before you audio listeners, we went live
during the dark times.
So our 4 winners: KC Texas, Dylan Justice, Tim B, and CV2187. Those are Patreon members, and they won our giveaway. The 4 figures were given away: our Darth Vader, Hunter from the Bad Batch, Figure and Dan, and Sev, which is newly released. So those are 4 winners. Congratulations! Send us a message on something like Patreon or my DMs, and we'll get your address and we'll cover shipping and get those to you. So appreciate the Patreon support. If you want to be eligible for Patreon giveaways in the future, you can sign up. Just $2 gets you an entry whenever we do giveaways. Our next giveaway is going to be either at 50 members or like holiday season, Christmas time in December. So yeah,
either one, whichever comes first. Yeah, we're definitely doing one. Just when we do it is the key.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm ready to hop into some news when
Let's talk about the news. I've been chomping at the bit for this stuff. Let's go.
Do you want to bring on a Patreon member to talk about news with us, or
no?
Wait till after news.
No, I want to make them their own thing.
Okay.
Because they have free reign to talk about whatever they want. How we talk about the news and whatever they want. I mean, come on.
Fair point. We don't plan ahead, guys.
No, we're planning as we go.
Didn't we plan this like last episode?
Yes, 100%. This is a very it's a relative last minute thing that we're doing.
Hey, it's working out though.
I think it's doing okay. Yeah. So what do you think about GameStop losing Gaming Greats exclusives? Because it sure seems like it.
That would be interesting. I like GameStop exclusives. I don't like the price because they do put a premium, but it is good that GameStop exclusives are usually the easier exclusive to get when, compared to like Target exclusives, Walgreens specifically, Walmart exclusives. Those are all tough. But GameStop is usually pretty easy to get.
Sure, but if they go fan channel, I mean, it's just going to make it easier to get.
It's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better.
So we bring this up because 2 of the last couple of GameStop exclusives have been showing up. Specifically, the 13th Battalion Trooper has showed up on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store.
Yep. So I wonder if they're doing it like, I think there's some other lines, maybe NECA, I'm not sure, but they do like store exclusives for 6 months, and then after 6 months they go to everybody or to online retailers or something. So I wonder if they're going to start doing that. That would make sense to me.
It could be. I think. Well, I know GameStop's having issues like closing stores and stuff like that. So I'm just really curious if Hasbro's thinking about the future and what happens when GameStop stops existing, because it's going to happen at some point. There's going to be a day coming up where GameStop stops existing. Unfortunately, that just seems to be how it's going. They laid off a bunch of people at Game Informer. It's they're going down, and usually when companies start going down like this, very rarely do they get that second wind and catch the updraft and fly high. They usually just kind of a spiral down until they die.
Yeah, video games are so digital now anyways.
It's true. Yeah.
And I feel like every time I walk in GameStop, they have the same stuff up on the wall as far as collectibles and like the boat or the Mandalorian popcorn maker or something like that. It's all the same stuff. I'm like, are you all even selling anything? Like, how are you all open? Yeah,
like why would I go buy a video game unless I'm trading in games? If I'm broke and I'm like, I don't need these, I want to go buy a video game, I'll go to GameStop and trade in, 30 games to have enough to buy one game. But if I'm just gonna go buy a regular game, I'm gonna go to Target and use my red card and get 5% off. Like that's how I buy. Or I'm just gonna buy it digitally, so I have to go anywhere and I can just play it because it costs the same no matter what. Like, why would I want to leave my house if I can just download a game?
Yeah. Very true. Yeah, I download most of my games now. I can't remember the last game I got physically.
I usually get games for Christmas or my birthday physically, like from people buying them for me. But the last couple of games I bought for myself, I've just downloaded. I bought them the Cowabunga collection, the Ninja Turtle one that just came out. The Ninja Turtle game before that,
for the Switch, right?
For the Switch, yeah.
Yeah, that game looks fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so moving into Yak Face rumors.
Yeah, we got a whole segment now of Yak Face rumors. That's a part of our show.
What do you think about the Emperor's hand?
Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, I'm like, why did he post a picture of the Emperor raising his hand and talking about like a scalpel? Like, what is he talking about? And then it just hit me. I'm like, Emperor's hand. That's Mara Jade. Like, that's the only thing I really can be. I can't think of any other reason why he would post a literal picture of Emperor Palpatine's hand.
Yeah, and I didn't get it like at all until you sent that, and then I read some other comments because I don't like. I've never read the books. I have no clue like what her story is. I know kind of what she does and like who she is, but I've never read those books. Don't know what her role is, sort of in the grand scheme of things. So whenever I saw Emperor's hand with a scalpel, I was like, well, he did have to kind of be a doctor and fix Anakin up. So maybe we're going to get in episode 3 Anakin. I was trying to connect dots, and it was such a stretch. And then people were
That's a stretch. I like where you're going, though. I just imagine him with like surgical scrubs on and like like white robes.
In episode 3 Emperor so bad. I'm just
for sure.
As far as I can for it.
Absolutely.
And then I saw people saying that her nickname or something is the Emperor's hand, or like
hand of the Emperor, Emperor's hand.
Yeah, so it was like it made sense. I was like, well, that's neat.
Yeah, that's from she debuted in the Thrawn trilogy that came out in the early 90s. And that was basically those 3 books were sort of what reinvigorated Star Wars for a lot of people, Because until those books came out, like Star Wars was just a bunch of movies that came out in like the late 70s, early 80s. And, there comes some cartoons and toys, but like those books really kind of made them popular for people again. I remember it being a really big deal when they came out. And I loved them when they came out. I don't think they've aged as well as some people really hold on to, especially when it comes to like how they view clones in the Clone Wars. I'm like none of this happened because it was written before the prequels and stuff. So basically it's not even the new canon that sort of decanonized these 3 books. They were never canon in the first place because George Lucas never considered the EU canon. But they didn't even make it past the prequels basically before something came along to sort of get rid of them. But there's still a lot of really great stuff in them. Thrawn debuted there. Mara Jade debuted there. A bunch of like a fun, like little one-off side characters like Talon Card, like mercenaries, stuff like that. There are a lot of great things, and I will never badmouth it. I just think it's not quite as good as some people remember it being. And I'm really glad they didn't turn those into the sequels, because at no point would I ever want to sit down to watch a Star Wars movie and think, I like the way they did it in the book better. Like, that's I don't want Star Wars to ever be an adaptation of a book. Like, it's cool when there's book adaptations of the movie, but it should never be the other way around. Like, I don't want them to ever be like, yeah, take that book, turn it into a movie. That's not how Star Wars should work.
And a lot of people have said that's their Star Wars sequel trilogy.
It is.
And
and I get it. It's fine.
Didn't they take a lot of, like, or not a lot of, but some of the Palpatine? Didn't Palpatine come back in the books at some point?
Not in those. Like, he came back in the comics. He came back in the comics basically the exact same way. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, you all should be happy because we got what you all liked in the comic.
Kind of. But Luke Skywalker turned evil. There was like a whole thing going on.
Yeah, that's insane.
It was actually really bad. A lot of the expanded universe, and I know a lot of people don't think this way. This is just me, hot take Mike right now.
I actually think a lot of it's very bad.
A lot of the Legends stories are not good, but they came out at a time when I was in middle school, high school. Star Wars, and this at the time, this was the only way to consume new Star Wars. Like, there really wasn't talk of like the prequel trilogy or anything. We have episodes 4, 5, and 6. And just a bunch of books. And like, if you want new Star Wars, you read the books. And there are some pretty decent authors. There are some really good stories, but there are a lot of really, really, really bad stories.
Yeah, I need to see Chewbacca get crushed by a planet in live action.
He did yell. No, it was a moon. And he yelled at it as it was crushing him.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. So it looks like the box art for one of the battle droids coming up in the Game of Great line reveals a fist, which is probably the final Delta Squad member. Is
Scorch.
Is that the last one we need?
That's the last one we need. Yeah.
Cool.
I have a feeling that we're going to see this announced at has the PulseCon coming up at the end of this month. Yeah. I think we've got one more episode before PulseCon. So we should do like a PulseCon predictions kind of thing maybe. But that's for next episode. Do not do that this episode. Okay. If you do it, I'm quitting the podcast.
Okay, so let's get into our PulseCon predictions here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
need
jerk.
A new co-host.
No.
Let's get one of these Patreon members who are in the green room. Full-time replacement. It was a good.
No, I'm looking forward to Scorch. I think. I mean, for sure. It's good. We know what to expect. It's gonna be the same body. Like, they're not gonna do anything crazy with Scorch. They're gonna give it a new paint, maybe a little new molding, maybe the weapon we've had already. And you're either going to be okay with it and complete your set, or it's not going to be your thing because it's not how you want it to look, or whatever, and you move on. Those should be your only two choices. You can be a little disappointed, but
I feel like there's also no like in the middle on these figures, like they're really if you're getting one of them, you're getting all four, and if
100%.
I don't think anybody's going to have like half the team or one of the team.
No, this is a Ninja Turtle situation. Like, how do you pick one? Like, oh, I'm a really big Scorch guy, but I don't really care about Sev or Boss, Yeah. Like, if you get one, you have to get all of them.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Cantina band. You at least have to have 4.
At least
3 or 4.
at the very least. Yeah, you just one Cantina band member is not a band. You can't like one person is not a band. One person is an artist, not a band.
Yeah, that's like just one modal node standing outside of the opera trying to earn some cash for an event.
Basically, just have like an open instrument case, just like playing.
Yeah. So there is going to be an upcoming Amazon exclusive according to Yakface. So stay tuned to see what that is.
Who do you think it's going to be?
I don't know. We could guess forever. I have no idea.
We could honestly.
Anybody?
Is it going to be Andor related? In which case, like we don't know anything about any of the characters because while it should have been airing already, they pushed it back.
Could have been, yeah.
We should have seen the first couple episodes by now, but we haven't.
But this is what I really want to talk about now. The Grogu head. The controversial Grogu figure. They said in the panel when this was revealed, you can go listen to the audio. DM me, ask me for the link. I have the video. I didn't take the video. I think Lance Peter Luke had boots on the ground. So he's another source. But there's video evidence of them saying of when they're revealing the Grogu head, and they say with an alternate head hidden in the packaging. Alternate head hidden in the packaging. Well, now we have visual evidence. I think I saw it posted from Lance Peter Luke on his Instagram first of the plastic pulled out, and there's no head whatsoever. And it's not even, it's not hidden behind the pram. It's not hidden in the pram.
That's right. We got Headgate going on here, guys. Headgate. Where's the head? Hasbro. Show us the head.
Hasbro.
What
is going on?
What's going on here? What's going on?
So I'm assuming, I guess it was just a general mix-up. Maybe that was on the table at one point and they took it off, but
could be. But I feel like at that point, because it was only a couple months ago, I feel like at that point, like they would have had that finalized already.
Yeah. See, I wonder if maybe it was in the cards and then they pulled the head, and then whenever she's like there live in front of an audience, she just like slipped and she was like, "Oh, we're also gonna have an alternate head." Like she just kind of forgot for a minute that they pulled that maybe at the last minute. Maybe gonna put that in a different Grogu release, so people have to get the different head sculpts or something.
Could be. I mean, the one that came with the muddy Mando, he had closed eyes, didn't he?
I believe so, because he's doing the Force thing.
Yeah.
Right?
So I feel like you could just pop the head off and swap it out if you want, but that means you have to have that already. It should have. Yeah. It should have come with it. It's $25 for a Grogu and a stand and a couple of tiny accessories.
Yeah.
Like I love to be positive. I love to try to spin things to be a positive way, but there's no spinning that. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's not great. It's definitely not great.
And a head wouldn't save it, but it helps.
Mm-hmm.
It really should have come with the little rock he sits on. I don't know why they didn't do that. I would have rather had that than the pram. Like the little Jedi rock on Tython.
We already got the prams, yeah.
We have the pram. Like, who wants another pram? Give us that stupid rock. Like, that just makes sense. He's already sitting. It's molded in a sitting position.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll get it one day. Who knows?
Maybe. They're going to make me buy it again, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And
I'm a sucker and I'm going to do it.
They're putting it in the case.
Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. What can I say?
That is very true. But we have better news.
Hold on. Clone Command says growing up, Scorch was their favorite and the only one they had growing up. So that might be a solid case for why you might want to just buy Scorch.
That's true. See, I've never even played the game, so do they have like specific characteristics, like the characters, like personalities? I mean, like in like cutscenes.
I think that's more of a book thing. I don't know if those showed through in the game. Yeah. They had a bunch of books, yeah.
That makes sense.
Cool. So we got a couple new figures. Like shown off and announced randomly one day.
Yeah, these kind of came up. They were leaked, and then they were.
Do you think they were showed off because they were leaked, or do you think they were going to show them off anyway?
I think they might have been saving them, and then they were leaked, and they were like, "Oh, we might as well just send these to Yak Face now, or whatever."
Yeah, and it's not just that, but there are people that have them in hand. Like I'm pretty sure you can go to Toy Hideout at Frankenson and buy these. I think Lance Peter Luke was saying that he was going to do that.
Yeah, I think he said he was definitely considering it. But we're of course talking about the Andor figures. The first 4 are going to be Cassian Andor from Aldani Mission, Walmart exclusive, Imperial Officer, Dark Times, Walmart exclusive, the Shore Trooper, and the Imperial Officer on Ferrix. The Shore Trooper is Target exclusive, right? Too, I'm pretty sure.
I think both of those are Target exclusive. Yeah.
Target.
Yeah. So the Cassian Andor is basically Cassian dressed as an Imperial officer person.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Imperial officer looks cool. He's got a little mustache and a cool little cloak, little cape.
Yeah. He looks sick. And we've seen the Shore Trooper already. I think that was just And then the Imperial officer, the Ferrix one, that's like a black mud trooper.
Yes.
Which is
that's
sick.
a black mud. It looks really good. I'm going to enjoy having another mud trooper on my shelves because the Han Solo mud trooper I have, it's Han Solo, sure. But on my shelf, he's just a mud trooper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting that these 4 figures aren't plastic-free packaging.
I noticed that
right?
too. I noticed that too.
Weird with like when they're gonna release, I guess, or maybe they're gonna release sooner rather than
It could be
later.
soon. Yeah, they go up for pre-order soon, right? Like,
yeah, I think in September sometime.
Should have wrote that down, huh?
Yeah, probably. I know the Game and Greats ones we're gonna get to go up September something. I forget the exact date.
Yes, September something. These are all going up September something, supposedly.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just interesting that so maybe these have been in the pipeline for so long that they made the plastic packaging for them. Because maybe they're slated for late 2022 rather than 2023.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a sign that we're going to get them pretty soon.
Oh, I think since they're showing up at places like Frankenstein, we're definitely going to get them soon because usually those show up there maybe like a month or so before they kind of get released. Usually, not all the time, but usually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you remember how fast the what's the Jawa's name from Kenobi? It's like her
Tika.
Tika. Remember how fast that popped up in Targets after?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was
maybe
surprised.
that'll happen with this too.
Not just announced, but already on clearance.
Yeah, literally like half off already. Like
if you haven't gotten yours yet, it's a good time. It's a good time to get them.
It is. Did any of the Imperial officers in the original trilogy have facial hair, or did they prohibit it after?
Think of any.
I mean, other than
Yularen in A New Hope, I'm pretty sure had.
Yeah, with the white clothing, he had the staff and all that. Other than that, I can't remember any. Well, one of them, I feel like one of them had chops.
Yeah, he had mutton chops. Was it Ozzel?
Yeah,
or whatever. I think he had those big, thick chops.
Yeah, like Agent Callus has those.
Yeah,
and then
not quite as big and glorious as Agent Callus,
that's true.
but still they're there for sure.
We need a live action Agent Callus.
Oh, we definitely do. Well, that's a thing that popped up today that we didn't put in the notes.
Oh, Ezra?
But they did confirm we have an actor for a live action Ezra in the Ahsoka show, so he's definitely going to pop up at some point.
How long before people call it woke casting, even though he's based off of an animated character? It's coming soon.
They did make him. They picked an actor who is of Middle Eastern descent because you know what? He is animated like that, so it would make sense to cast someone like that to match what they look like in the cartoon. So that's how that works.
And he looks just like. He looks just.
Oh yeah, he looks like Ezra, but an adult for sure, 100%. Yeah.
So which of these 4 like Andor figures is your favorite?
Oh, I mean, the short trooper looks real good, but I think just the regular Dark Times Imperial officer, I love his cape. I wish more figures had capes because it looks like it's the same kind of cape that Krennic was wearing at the beginning of Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely, I think I'm going to enjoy having him of the 4. The only one I'm not super looking forward to is the short trooper, just because I've already got a short trooper. Like, it's a little different. So the paint's a little different. It's a little holster for his brand new gun.
I'm
blaster.
not feeling the little blaster though. That's all we get with that.
It's a tiny blaster.
It's a figure we've gotten multiple times, and we're only I get maybe that's the only thing that specific color scheme Trooper uses in the show. Yeah. But Hasbro, you gotta throw something else in there. You gotta find something.
Give us multiple blasters, something.
Multiple blasters. Throw in an old E11 or something. You can't just give us that little pistol, especially since it's going to be an exclusive. I'm not picking that one
just the one that came with the regular short trooper, like both of them. Why not? Like, just give us both.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like,
I'm not picking that short trooper up for retail. Like, I'm gonna wait. I've already bought that mold twice. I'm not feeling the blaster. Like,
that's
it's
fair.
Good. It sucks. It's an exclusive because it's a trooper, but I feel like it's gonna be sitting there, in my opinion.
If it's anything like Tika and the Antok Merrick and Galen Erso, they're just gonna sit on shelves forever.
But I would rather have what is it? The captain we don't have from Rogue One.
100%.
With a big blue chest color scheme. That's the one that I really want. And then release that huge blaster that one of them came with again. But hopefully we get that in the future. Yeah,
Nigel Lindsay brings up a good point. They really could redo just the upper chest of the Scarif short trooper. Give him butterfly joints. Like, if they gave him butterfly joints and new arms with a little bit better, deeper bend, it would really, I think, make that figure a lot better.
Yeah. Random Stuff Garage. Thanks. I almost said Random Stuff George. Random Stuff Garage.
Random Stuff George.
Thanks for wishing us a happy 1-year anniversary to the podcast. And he said, this is so nostalgic seeing both of you back on YouTube. Yeah, this is our roots. We started, our first 10 episodes were available on YouTube.
And I'm making some of our older ones available. So newer ones are going to stay Patreon exclusive, but I'll periodically be making some of our older ones public on our YouTube channel. So if you want to go peruse, I believe our Boba is Missing episode just went public today.
Cool. Awesome. So appreciate that. We hit it big time and made it Patreon exclusive.
That's true. I do have a captain version of the Scarif Trooper because Clone Command painted me one, and it's on my shelf. I totally forgot about it until now.
You asshole.
I know.
I'm over here spilling my guts about this, and you're like, oh, I
already have it. I totally forgot about it. I totally do have that.
So since you have a custom one, would you buy the captain if they made that so you can have?
Yeah, just because I'm a completionist. Like, I'm gonna buy it anyway, but I'll have 2 captains. Who cares?
That's true. Now you got to buy multiples of each other one, so you have to have
to have platoons. So
behind the captains.
Yeah.
But those 4 are cool. I think they did a really good job making these figures stand out with the really dark blacks. They'll stand out on the shelf.
Yeah, I agree.
And so they're human characters, so making them look as cool as they can. Well, other than the trooper, I guess the newer ones that were revealed. So those are real cool.
Yeah, so we got 2 other figures revealed before we move on to our Patreon interview portion. Both gaming greats. So as of right now, they're GameStop exclusive, but who knows? That might change because, the reality as we know it is in a flux right now.
Mm-hmm.
Queens are becoming kings. Who even knows what's going to happen? But the first one, and the one that I want the most, is the rocket launcher Stormtrooper from Jedi Fallen Order. I'm
salivating.
This. Oh my goodness.
The red pauldron is sick. I mean, I know we've gotten the pauldron before, but it's sick on the white trooper. And then the rocket launcher, like
The
is
rocket launcher looks
amazing.
so good. It looks so good. I
It
mean,
is
I
so
love that
good.
Stormtrooper mold anyway. It's a good mold. It's a solid
great
mold.
mold. Yeah.
But giving it a rocket launcher and a pauldron, ooh, gives me
This is
goosebumps.
like, this is like what they should do with the troopers. Like that Shore Trooper release compared to this one is trash. Like, well, I feel
comparatively,
like
yes.
compared to this one, like
Yeah.
this, the rocket launcher is like we've never gotten something like that with just a trooper, like something that big and just a standard packaging. You know, well, I guess other than like maybe the artillery trooper, the yellow one, and
or
the
where was it? The that heavy First Order Stormtrooper came with that really big kind of gun, but he can't hold it. Like you can't hold it. So it's
And those are really, but like this is.
Yeah.
People have somebody messaged me on Instagram. One of our Patreon supporters, actually, I forget exactly who it was, but they said they actually bought like last month or pretty recently a 3D printed rocket launcher like that. So like the timing's terrible, but they're still pretty excited for it.
That sucks, but I get that.
Yeah. But because they haven't like done that for a regular trooper. Like they haven't put that rocket launcher in there. So at some point you just got to do it yourself, and then. But here we go. We finally got it.
I feel like it was because of you is the reason we're getting this. It's like one of those things like, when you wash your car, it suddenly rains. Or like if I ship my big bed toy store pile of loot, suddenly a bunch of stuff comes in stock after I ship it. Like and it wouldn't have come in stock if I hadn't shipped it. So me shipping it is what made it come in stock. So you ordering that rocket launcher is what made Hasbro do this.
Necessary sacrifice.
Thank you for sacrificing for us from the bottom of my dead black heart.
Amazing. Whew, man.
Yeah. And we also got a battle droid. It's like whitish.
Cool repaint. I mean,
it's
a Republic Commando release.
Yeah.
So
I'm never gonna not buy another battle droid because that's one of those things. Like there should be a lot of those on your shelf.
So we have 2 battle droids coming out soon now. This one, and then
that's true.
The new Fallen the
Jedi Survivor. Yeah.
One. So 2 cool army builders on the way with this Stormtrooper.
I'm only gonna buy one each. I'm not gonna go crazy with these because the battle droids they're fun, but they do not stand up like at all.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I'm gonna buy 2 of the rocket launcher trooper and then give the rocket to like another like a clone maybe.
I think like the 501st the jetpack trooper.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be rad.
Or the just the other jet trooper, like the
just that
Stormtrooper.
The Stormtrooper one,
rocket trooper, whatever they call it.
The rocket trooper, because they're supposed to have those anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. So yeah, I might buy 2, maybe 3, probably just 2. I'll probably just buy 2 of those to get 2 of the rocket launchers. But yeah, that's the figure reveals. Got a pretty good amount of news for our 1-year anniversary episode. Let's see who all we have in the green room ready to come on and join us.
Yeah, so we're gonna bring on someone that was with us hanging out for our Patreon giveaway portion. We got John Wilkerson / Wilbon. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Great. It's been so long since we talked.
It's been a few minutes.
Yeah. So first of all, hi, welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
I'm not casually eliminating people from a giveaway, so I can.
We can actually talk.
We can actually talk now. Yeah.
We can take down the firing squad. It's okay to chill.
So tell us about how much you like us. Give us all the compliments.
Well, I do enjoy coming in and listening to the podcast live, and I'll put it on when I'm on my commute. It's nice to hear people talk about Black Series and all that good stuff, and it's really fun participating in the chat with all the other Patreon people that are watching live.
I like that too. That was one of those ideas we did from what show was it that we let Patreon people
Was it like an SDCC or something? Maybe
it was either Star Wars Celebration or SDCC or something. And I'm just like, that was a ton of fun. We should do that more often because it gives us like a live person to respond to, and you bring stuff up that like we don't think about. Yeah, at the time,
people ask questions, and and because a lot of time, like if we're talking, we can't necessarily look something up. So having like 3 other people in the chat being able to remind us of things, or something, it really helps.
Yeah,
that's fun. It's a good time.
So, and this is not counting against your time right now. We're going to give everyone about 10 or 15 minutes to kind of, we'll just talk. For the people that aren't in here yet but want to be, the only thing we ask is that you have a pair of headphones, because if it's coming through your speakers, it's going to come back through our speakers, and then everyone can hear doubles of everything, and it's a pain in the ass to edit. So that's the only thing that I ask. You don't have to show yourself on camera if you don't want to, but you do have to have a pair of headphones.
If you don't show yourself on camera, though, they can't see.
You can't see your cool collection that we
that's half fun, right?
So what got you into collecting?
So
Black Series.
I originally started just with Troopers, because I didn't love the face sculpts a couple years ago, like circa 2017. I think the face sculpts just weren't there for me. So I was collecting the Stormtroopers and the clones that were out and stuff like that. And then I eventually just fell into getting all of them. And the photo reel really, really helped me go all in with Black Series, because
100%.
It's just everything is just so much better now.
It was a game changer for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what are some of your favorites? Like if your house is on fire.
Clone Wars Kenobi is definitely bar none my favorite. I mean, it's just such a good figure.
Absolutely.
I really like the Mandalorian one too. I know they've done 6 of him already, but him and his Beskar armor is it's excellent. I'm also a big fan of the Clone Wars Mace Windu. That's fantastic.
Okay. I like that one better than the original one that came out in 2018.
Yes, I do as well.
Do you collect? Well, it looks like you have a couple other things there. What are some other lines you collect other than Black Series?
So I do have some Marvel Legends. I don't have.
I see the Vulture up there.
Yeah, I've got the Vulture from Target. I got him on clearance for $25, I think. I mean, I think they were trying to just get rid of it because it's just so big. So that was a fun little pickup I didn't expect to do, and he just happened to fall into my cart.
Is that Maker's Mark up there too?
Oh yeah, I just picked that up. I was on vacation down in South Carolina, where they have liquor in Costco. So I was like, "Oh, Maker's Mark for $25? Sure, why not?"
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Do they not have liquor in Costco at in where you're at?
No, in Virginia we have ABC stores, so everything is very expensive and ran by the government. So
dang,
it's just something we have to put up with. Yeah.
I just got a Costco membership for the first time in my adult life. I've never felt like an adult until getting a Costco membership. But we have. It's great. That cheap liquor is nice.
Oh, you can't
Maker's Mark is yummy. Yeah. Absolutely.
Am I the only one team Sam's Club here?
Sam's isn't bad. They have their
We don't have Sam's Club here.
If you want brand stuff, if you want I don't know, something made by Nabisco, like Oreos or something like that, that's good for that stuff.
Sam's Club is just fancy Walmart.
Yeah.
All right, enough Sam's Club and Costco. We're here to talk about toys, gentlemen.
They don't sell Black Series at Costco, so we really need to just drop them. Yeah.
All right, so John, I want to call you Wilbon because that's all. That's
call him Wilbon.
That's fine too.
It's going to be
Will Bonbon. Call him Will.
Yeah.
Will is good too. That's in my last name, so that works.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
The floor is yours. So, is there any specific topic you wanted to chat about and bring?
Yes, I do have something I would like to talk about. If Hasbro is watching, they can take notes.
Oh, they are.
Prequel collectors are at the buying age now. We have disposable income. We have some disposable income. So
summoning Justin right now from out of the basement.
So these came out and they're fantastic. I got the Mace Windu one. Great figures. Now we need these. We need these.
Episode 3.
We need these.
Yep.
Like I've got my whole setup. I've got my Mace Windu next to my Black Series Mace Windu. I need my Black Series Jedi Knight Anakin.
And we need a brand new Anakin sculpt. We need a new Anakin sculpt.
Absolutely. Yes.
A brand new Anakin sculpt on the Episode 3 packaging.
Yes.
Those were the last figures that I bought before I stopped collecting 3 3/4 inch figures.
Yep.
Because I got too cool for collecting toys at that point.
I got towards high school and I was like, the Star Wars stuff.
Oh, I was out of high school. But no, I remember. I don't remember when the midnight release for the toys was, but I was driving past the Toys R Us and saw a big line outside. And I'm like, it's like 11 o'clock at night. Why is there a huge line outside Toys R Us? So I pull into the parking lot because I was like maybe 19 at the time. And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, Star Wars toys tonight. Sign me up. They had toys in those little plastic swimming pools, like little kiddie pools. And people like rummaging through them, like, oh, here's a pregnant Padme. I'm like tossing figures to people, like, do you see a Grievous? Oh yeah, here's a Grievous, and I'm like tossing him over there. Like, it was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. It was the last time I've been to like a midnight thing like that where everyone was just like helping each other out instead of going in and getting what's yours and getting out kind of thing.
The fan base was just happier back then, and just
exactly
the hate just wasn't quite as bad back then, back in good old 2005.
Yeah, for sure. But that was a fun night. I remember that. I stumbled upon it. But yeah, I think I got the Chewbacca. I got the Grievous. I got the Emperor Palpatine. I think those are the only 3 figures I got that night. But I remember thinking it was really cool. So I agree, 100%.
Those card backs,
we need this bubble packaging with the card back.
And whenever they made that announcement that for special packaging, the plastic is going to stay, like that's what my heart, I just cried tears of joy that like that's still on the table. Yeah, so I was like frustrated that was kind of off the table with the plastic-free packaging thing. That was my big concern about it. But then now that they said special packaging is going to say, like, it made my day. So
absolutely.
It's on the table, boys. It's still on the table for us.
Still on the table. That's right.
It is on the table.
Cool. You got anything else for us?
Would you like to see like the other shelf? I've got like.
Heck yeah.
You got any fine editions lately?
Oh yeah. I just got the white Boba Fett right here.
Oh, twinsies was it?
Yeah.
I picked him up. It was in the old packaging. I got him at a local convention this past month. It was only $45, not too expensive for the blue line one. I was like, you know what, that'll work. I can do that. And I didn't have I missed the pre-order on the
Amazon
packaging one. So
you're gonna pay more for it anyway. You might as well get the old school plastic. Yeah, the old school packaging for sure.
What stands are you using there?
So I have.
They look real nice, sleek, and.
Yeah, I have a couple different mixes. So these I got on Amazon. They're like a hexagonal shape. They're not too dissimilar to your podcast logo.
Yeah.
I got those on Amazon. I don't even know who the manufacturer is for them. I just search like Star Wars Black Series stands or 6-inch figure stands, and those came up. And then I have good old NECA stands for some of these. Like
the ones I see those at Target a lot.
Yeah, they're okay. They do the job. Sometimes they're a little bit loose, but for the most part, they hold them up. And I don't have them falling quite as often as I used to when I just had them standing up. And since I have cats, I have to worry about them eating all the accessories if they fall on the floor.
My God. Yeah. Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
Do you
we were worried we would have to take him for emergency surgery one time with a Yoda lightsaber.
Geez.
So, I'd rather spend some money on some stands than have to go to the emergency vet.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have the New Republic security droid by chance?
I do. I have him right here on a stand.
What stand fits best for him? Because I need that stand.
NECA stand.
And
he's fallen one time only because of this joint, but if I stanced it right, he doesn't fall down quite as often.
Okay.
So that figure even falls on a stand.
Correct.
That is like the number one certified domino figure.
He wins the award.
Yeah. Hasbro, please fix.
Amazing. What would you say is like your least favorite Black Series figure?
Oh, I picked up Poe Dameron I think it was from the first wave or whenever he came out just recently. He was in a $5 bin at the convention.
Yeah.
For a good reason. I needed a Poe. I didn't have one, but that face sculpt is just really bad. That's like the biggest thing for me is like if I have if somebody's supposed to have a likeness to an actor, it needs to look like a person instead of just kind of have a blobby face. So
yeah, the best thing about that figure is you can keep the helmet on.
Oh, true.
Yeah, he
So
doesn't look so bad with the helmet on for sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I tend to always have my guys holding their helmets too. I don't know.
It looks cooler.
I like that too. Yeah.
It's just something I always tend to do.
That's another mold that Hasbro needs to give us something new for. That pilot, because Luke, it makes sense. Luke was short in A New Hope, but now every time they reuse that X-wing Luke body, everyone is short. Super short.
Yeah. Poor Antok is just a short.
He's so short.
Yeah.
The Trapper Wolf, super short. Wedge Antilles, super short.
Yeah. Yeah. We need a tall pilot. We need
a tall pilot.
Yeah.
I think Dak's taller than them technically now because he's using the newer body.
Oh, okay, there you go. Have you guys heard about what do you think about the Hasbro selfie series? Is that what it's
I'm
called?
buying.
I'm in.
100%.
I just worry about how they're going to do facial hair with beards. Like that's a big deal. That's a big deal for me. It's kind of a deal breaker.
They said what they're going to do. So no glasses.
Okay.
And facial, no big beards. So they'll paint on facial hair. So like yours or Zach's will probably be okay, but like my big one, I'll have a beard, but it won't be like a big molded beard. It'll just be a painted on beard.
Gotcha. We're not going to we're not going to move past that flex. You're not going to shame us like that. You're not going to come on my podcast, Mike,
shame our weak beards. Come on, man.
Yeah, your beard's fine. I'm not saying anything bad about your beard.
He literally just said, your two beards will be fine, but my big beard, I don't know if they'll be able to do this. And that's literally what happened.
Mine has inches of growth coming off of my chin. Like, there's nothing wrong with your beard. I'm not saying it's not even a beard. Like, there are guys where I'm like, bro, you do not have a beard. Like, I know you want to have a beard, but you do not have a beard.
The patchy beards. It's like just
exactly. Yeah, like just it's like a guy with a comb over. Like just you're bald, dude. Just accept it. Yeah. So, but you guys both have fine beards.
I think for eBay prices of just like loose figure glasses are gonna go up once this thing comes out because everybody's gonna be needing to find little toy glasses and all that.
Yeah. So the X-Men Legends, the Beast coming out has glasses, so I definitely snagged one of those for him. And then someone sent me a custom little me. And he has glasses that came with that, so I'll probably use.
You already have a stick figure of yours. You don't even.
Yeah, but I want a Hasbro figure. I think I'm gonna get a Mandalorian body.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm trying to decide if I want Stormtrooper or Mando, because
if it were the newer Stormtrooper, I would get it.
Oh, it's the old mold.
It's the old mold.
Yeah, it is the old mold.
Come on, Hasbro. Come on.
Yeah.
I just wonder what
none
the
of them come with
ability is like.
Yeah, that's 100. That's why is the head swap. None of them come with the helmets either, so it's just the body and the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with bigger hairstyles, the helmet might not really work for some of those people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I think it's a really cool idea. Like there might be like a little bit left on the table that they could have done with like more bodies updated, like the updated Stormtrooper body. A beard option, a glasses option for a little bit more. But I mean, for $60, you're not going to get a custom face of yours that looks half like
No, if you hit up like an artist who's doing sculpting or whatever, it's going to cost more than $60.
More than that, yeah.
It's a really good value for what it is. That's I totally agree.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think that's about time. We got some other people waiting.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks for hanging out, man. We'll definitely do this again. And sorry you didn't win the giveaway. I was genuinely
hopefully
there
will be
heartbroken.
Hopefully there will be more I have a shot in.
Oh, there will be.
There will be more. There will be more for sure.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We'll see you around. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, JT.
All right.
He's back.
He's back. Another person that hung out with us while we were doing our giveaway.
What's up, guys? What's going on?
Oh, just podcasting.
Yeah, just podcasting, just chilling.
I did get a fine edition that I forgot. So I'm not gonna take your time, but I'm going. No, you're good. I'm just. I bought like $100 worth of these acrylic stands, and I have redone all of my shelves with them, and everything is standing super well. This is $15, and you get 8. Like there's like 4 different sizes, so you get 8 of these in each one.
Oh, sick!
So it's not that expensive, and I think the results are pretty good.
Will you link that to me?
Yeah, 100%. I'll send that link to you. Anyways, back to JT again. Another person who didn't win, and I'm so sorry. It just was a heartbreak. Yeah.
He jinxed himself though.
That's 100%
his own fault.
You know what? It happens.
I like your tattoo.
There?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
The Jedi. Oh, it's so good. For the people listening.
Oh, look at that. He's truly balanced.
Oh yeah, we got the Jedi Order, and that's a good tattoo. It looks good. So tell us a little bit about yourself, JT, please.
I'm like a SoCal.
You look like Kylo Ren, by the way. You look like
I started growing out my long hair.
Yeah,
and we might have to go all in and buy the cloak.
100%.
Do you see behind me though the little Kylo Ren right there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys can see it. I got the lightsaber too, but
yeah,
we might have to do that for Halloween this year.
I feel like shirtless, swole Kylo Ren.
There you go.
I used to be swole, not so much. Not so much anymore. Well, since you had a fine edition, I got a.
Yeah, tell us what you got.
You got fine editions, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
nice.
Do you guys have this issue where the Velcro just is impenetrable, and it will peel the actual glue with it? Like it'll come off.
Not on that one, but on one of the previous ones, I have that issue. I had to reglue it on.
Yeah, so I don't want to try to open it, but got this guy. Funny story about was it Carrie Jones?
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who is in like the media realm, and she does interviews, like post interviews and stuff like that with actors and whatnot. And she's invited me previously to one of the opening nights of Rogue One. And so just in casual conversation, I was talking about the Book of Fett and talking to her husband about it. And I mentioned, Black Chrysanthemum. I go, yeah, he's a badass Wookiee. And she overhears me. She goes, who? And I'm like, the black Wookiee, the tall, big black guy. She goes, oh, that's my friend's hot dad. And so I'm super confused.
Amazing.
I have no idea what she's talking about. No clue. I go, could you elaborate on that?
Please elaborate.
And, yeah, right. And she goes, oh, well, I do. You know how I do all the media stuff, right? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was like, wait, so you're friends with a daughter and it's his daughter? She goes, yeah. And I was like, oh really? Interesting. So I bought a second one and I was like, hey, if you can get this autographed, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. I bought 2. I gave her one a couple weeks ago. We'll see what happens.
See if you get that back. That'd be really cool for sure.
That'd be really sweet.
He has very nice eyes.
He has kind eyes.
And so are you gonna maybe if he signed like are you also gonna get the deluxe one that they announced?
Yeah.
Mold and then
I'm not a hater on that one. A lot of people, it's just a repaint. I'm fine with repaints. You know what? Like the Boba Fett's, give me all the repaints. I don't care. Paint a rainbow.
That's the attitude I
love it.
I want a rainbow of Boba Fett's. I don't.
I'll
100%.
I'm all about that. And then another one that this one more recently, not Black Series, but I finally pulled the trigger on this guy.
The Deadpool.
I feel like I should blame my girlfriend on this one. She bought me she bought me the Gambit one. She knows Gambit's one of my favorite X-Men, so she bought the Gambit one, and I was really trying not to start a new collection, but it looks like we've gone down that rabbit hole. So
yeah, I'm fully in on those VHS box ones. Like if they come out with a Gambit in there or whatever, like I'm gonna have to get it.
Oh yeah, got them all lined up as well.
They look real nice on the shelf.
Oh,
yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
They display very well. Those are probably the only fully cardboarded things I would purchase. I'm an inbox collector, and so I like to be able to have the option to view them.
Sure.
With that clearness. It's okay. It made it more affordable for me. That's all it did. So
it kind of weeds itself out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I am a completionist to an extent, like yourself.
Yeah.
It makes it more affordable, and I can be more selective in some of the things that I like to.
Yeah.
So are you still gonna buy some figures now that they're cardboarded, like the ones you like, or are you just out completely?
Boba Fett, Scout Trooper. That's it.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Well, at least that new Scout.
Yeah. Is that
the new Scout Trooper is gonna be open box, which is nice.
Yeah. I was gonna say I wasn't sure if that was one of the ones that made the cut or not.
He did.
For the gaming grids.
Yeah.
I love looking at like all the stuff in the background. I feel like every time I look, I see something new. Like I see is that the Han Solo and Leia set up top there, and then the 3.75 inch Black Series ATST.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop here.
It's like a Where's Waldo.
I know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Kylo.
Yeah.
For the people that are listening to this, he's got a lot of really cool stuff behind him. Just I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah.
Here, let's see what we can do here.
Room tour. Let's go.
So these are just the display shelves that don't really have, a spot. There's just so much inventory, if you want to call it that.
And you like the Angels, apparently.
Oh yeah, they suck this year. Oh well. Yeah. Just so much stuff. Catch that license plate that I had.
I like that Red 5. Look at that. That's nice. Yeah.
And then this is where it's at though. This is the Boba Fett shrine.
Oh, is that the Unleashed? The Force Unleashed? Yeah.
I
the Boba Fett.
Yeah. That once I got this display case, I've got some graded Boba Fett's over there. Some Boba Fett pops.
Got Disney Plus queued up.
Oh yeah, I was watching Avengers earlier.
I got the San Diego Comic-Con Boba Fett down there too. Look at that.
And then the titanium one, I think those are from Disney.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Anything Boba Fett, I'm all about that life.
With the Elite series.
You have the helmet, like the Black Series.
No,
helmet,
I haven't found one for a decent price. I should have pulled the trigger like in the immediate. But I think they were like $150, and I was just like, at the time, I was like, nope, can't do it.
Now it's like only $150. Wow, no big deal.
I know.
Right.
Gotta love it.
So weird how things like that change. I remember there was a time where like $20 was a lot for me to spend. So I'm like, I don't know if I'll buy a figure this month or whatever. And now it's like, yeah, I just bought a whole case of figures. Whatever, it's fine.
Right.
It's funny when they get shipped to you in waves. You're like, $300 just got charged. What just happened? You're like, oh, man.
It's true.
Amazing. Cool. So what would you say are like some of your top Black Series figures, and maybe like some of your least, the ones you like the least?
Boba Fett.
Anything Boba Fett.
Anything Boba Fett.
Scout Trooper's up there too. I put him highly on the list. Just a little bit below Boba Fett. I don't know why I love the Scout Trooper so much. When I was younger, he had a distinct mask to me that was just different from the other troopers, and that I was just like, it's
the visor on it for me. I don't know why, but it's such a big deal.
He's hiding out over there.
So were
Yeah.
you just like absolutely in love whenever he was punching Baby Yoda? You were like, yeah, kick his ass.
Oh, I was dying. I was dying. Oh
Jason
my God.
Sudeikis in a stormtrooper armor, just
Right, just like kicking Baby Yoda's ass.
And it's always and then there's always like two laughs to it. The initial laugh, and then like
Mhm.
when there's an Easter egg like that where it's like, oh, do you know who played that guy? And I'm like,
yeah,
no, who? And then you go and you're like, oh, that is priceless.
it's
And you get the
priceless.
second laugh.
Yeah,
I got a question for you guys.
Amazing.
go ahead.
All right, shoot.
You guys collect anything other than action figures?
Oh, other than action
Ooh.
figures.
I used to collect sports cards when I was like early high school, maybe. Like I think in 8th grade I had some money, and I no kidding, I bought if you're an NFL fan, you'll like this. I bought a Joe Namath, Joe Montana, John Elway. Like it wasn't a card, but it wasn't like an actual sports card, but it was almost like a stock card. It was kind of on like some thick paper, but it had their pictures on it and like an area for them to sign it.
Like a booklet?
And it was autographed,
Mm-hmm.
and then with all 3 of them on there. Bought it for probably like $250 or $270 from some sports shop in town, and then to this day, I have no clue where it is. I really want to find it and sell it, but
Sounds like
so
it'd
it's
be
some
pricey right now.
yeah, it's somewhere
sure.
in like my dad's storage room, but I just like don't know where it is. So, but I used to collect those, and do Funko Pops count as action figures? I got some Game of Thrones Funkos.
I don't think they do.
I got some Game of Thrones Funkos. I got, but no, nothing. I mean, I got some Black Series helmets. I don't like collect those, but I do have 4 of them. So, and the only ones I see me buying in the future are maybe like if they redo the Kylo Ren helmet or do the Supreme Kylo Ren, because the regular Black Series one's way too expensive on secondary market now, or the 501st clone helmet, and then I'll be good. But other than that, no, I don't collect anything other than figure.
Pretty sick.
That'd be
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Right, if they make it electronic and make it glow or something,
Yeah. Oh,
instead of having a dumb voice thing.
I have a rather large enamel pin collection, but not because I collect them, but I've been doing unboxings from like Geek Fuel and Loot Crate for the last 7-8 years, and there's always a pin in them. So I have just a ton of pins, like so many pins.
Nice. So on that sports card thing, so I've been going down this trip for a few months now where I'm collecting the original
Oh, nice.
1977 Topps cards that came out, trying to collect them all in a grade 7. So
what constitutes a grade
nice.
7? No corners, no like what?
to this day, I still don't know. I feel like it's
It's
very
out of 10, right?
yeah, the grading scale for PSA is out of 10. They do some half grades. I try to look at their comparison photos and then the cards that I have, and sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. I don't yet have an eye for it, but one day maybe I'll be able to get those raw cards and know off the top of my head what's a perfect 10 and what's not. So.
And you have like a bulletproof case to store them in, I see.
I got a lot of baseball cards in here too that are pretty good, pretty expensive. So I want to keep them all in one place. I actually just today sent a 1992 Marvel Masterpieces full set for grading.
Nice.
They opened up their bulk stuff, so I sent that off, and I'm hoping for 8, 9s, and 10s. And
some gems in there, yeah, that'd be cool.
I love those Marvel Masterpiece. I had so many of those cards growing up. The Fleers, like I had so many.
Oh yeah, they look great.
I love the artwork on those cards. Yeah.
Yeah, I checked the best looking artwork to me was the 92. So I was like, okay,
agreed.
We're gonna go with these, and we'll sift through them and see which ones we can get graded. So
I remember I had like a foil Bishop card that I think was worth like $6 or $7, and I was like, "This is sweet." At the time, $7 for a card was like, I'm rolling in money. I've got a card worth $7. Yeah,
right.
Cool. Well, we have a bunch of people waiting right now.
Do we?
So yes, we do. So JT, thank you so much for hanging out with us. This was a blast. Thanks for hanging out with us earlier too.
Yep, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for having me.
I got one more question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Go for it.
What what are you doing whenever you normally listen to our podcast?
Oh, that's a good question.
I usually.
Or do we not want to know?
I'm usually multitasking. I'm always on my computer. I always have something on in the background. So I got like 3 or 4 different things that I'm going on. I'll be prepping my cards for grading. I'll be eBay hunting for cards. And then I got you guys on in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Listening, and if something piques my interest immediately, I'll be like, okay, what's going on? Like, you had a couple reveals and I was like, oh, what? There was new stuff that I missed. So.
Hey, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Message me on Instagram. We can chat more.
For sure. Yeah. Don't be a stranger. Absolutely.
Guys.
For sure.
Thanks for having me. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.
All right. Next.
We got some really cool people here.
Oh, yeah. Right. Who would have thought?
All right.
Next we have Garrett coming up. Woo.
All right,
Garrett, how's it going?
Garrett. Sorry,
Hey.
it was like not a lot of warning there, and suddenly you're on.
no,
Good
it's
to see
fine.
ya.
We were just watching some Impractical Jokers here. So
Oh, classic.
yeah.
I hope I said hello.
Oh, she's here.
Oh,
She's sitting
cool.
right next to me.
Hi.
Hey, how are
Did you get New Hope?
I knew.
What?
Here, you want the?
Yeah,
You
I'll
want to
take
listen in?
Yeah. Also, you got close to winning again, but you didn't quite.
So
make it.
close.
Yeah, I
You were
saw
like
that.
this close. Yeah.
I jumped
Yeah,
in. We were working on something, and I jumped in when hang
We're
on.
losing.
There we go. Okay,
There we go.
You hit something on the. She hit
On
some.
the earbud?
She hit a button on the earbud, and the stream was
Oh,
starting
no.
to play.
Oh, jeez.
This is
Well, we
already
couldn't
off
hear
the
anything.
rails.
You just stopped talking, and I was like, did
No,
he
no,
die? Did he have a stroke?
Because
thought
I
it was
heard you all
frozen.
talking on. I heard you all talking on the other tab. So it's like, oh shoot.
Oh,
Um,
hilarious.
This is why I don't let her use technology.
Yeah, usually not.
Gotta learn sometime.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, you got close. You got close to winning.
So close.
Yeah, I jumped in right when I think my second entry got jumped off. We were working on something,
Oh,
Dang.
bummed.
but GG, it's fine.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
part
it's-
of the game.
Last
Really
time
good.
you made it to like the top few.
I made it to
also.
top 10 last time.
Yeah,
I was
you
very
did.
proud of that.
Yeah.
So one of these times, maybe you'll win because honestly, I'm sorry, other Patreon members, but it would kind of be nice if he won one of these because then I don't got to pay for shipping. I can just meet him.
He can literally just meet
Yeah,
me.
he lives on the other side of town. I can literally just
Yeah.
meet him.
Yeah,
and,
we did a video together at.
Pops
Our
Comics. I
local-
got this week. I finally
Yes,
picked up that
I was going to
Hawkinson
mention
from
that.
there.
I've seen that there for like the last month, and I almost bought it last time I was there last week.
Well, now you can't.
Well, yeah,
Zach
but you
took
can't snooze, you lose, buddy. It's mine now. I got a $25 off coupon for them now, which is pretty sick.
Oh,
That's my second one.
I think I'm close to that.
It's kind of bad. It's my second one because you got to spend like $225 to get one.
Yeah.
Now it's my second one, so I feel like I'm just giving them so much money.
So you've really only spent like $400 instead of $500 or whatever.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, when you think about it,
When you think about it, well, think about the money you're not spending as opposed
Yeah,
to how much you are
exactly.
spending. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, do you have any topic you want to bring up, like Black Series related to chat about?
that's an interesting question. I was thinking about
Any
like
hot takes?
hot takes. Oh, I have plenty of those. Not Black Series related, but this popped in my head the other day. I just got Force Unleashed on my Switch a few days ago, and I've been playing it like crazy. I grew up with that game basically.
Mhm.
And like Hasbro's put out like they put out the Shadow Stormtrooper Commander, and what was the other one? The Senate Guard, I think it was.
Yep.
When are we gonna get like Star Killer, basically? Like, when are we going to get some of the figures that, you know, I personally have always wanted a Star Killer and like a Savage Opress in the line. What are some of the like dream figures that you think would probably never show up in the line or have a slim chance of showing up in the line? I know Mike is like huge into Pong Krail.
Right?
Yeah, it is. Yakface has heavily hinted that Star Killer is coming.
Has he Okay, that's good.
So
but for a while there, it was like, but also we don't know which one we're going to get. Is it going to be the dark side one, the light side, you know? So.
Or one that could be either, just like different parts, and you just kind of put them on. Make it a super deluxe. I'd pay $50 for a Star Killer that could be both. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, honestly. I wouldn't.
That's a great question, though. Like your dream figures that have a slim chance. Can I... Like anything sequels, right? Like I feel like they're never gonna make a sequel figure again. I feel like
the one that popped in my head for sequels was a updated Princess Leia, because I don't know, I just don't see them ever putting that out again. Because that first one, it stinks.
It does. I would love an episode 8 Leia in that dress.
Yes,
that she's wearing on the Rebel base or whatever. Like it's a gorgeous dress. She looks great. Like that deserves to be a figure, so that's a good.
It does.
That's a good option.
I think for me, slim chance. Yeah, you go ahead.
Jason Solo. We have a Jaina, but the only reason we have a Jaina is because it won a fan choice award, and I just don't think they're ever gonna put out a Jason Solo to go with it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either.
I don't really want a Jason Solo. I kind of do because I have a Jaina, and it'd be cool to have them together. But I don't love the Solo twins. Like, they're not my favorite parts of Star Wars. But Jaina's a great figure, like a great figure. And I would like to have a Jason to go with her.
You could get Anakin Solo and have him like die.
Yeah, he does in the books. Yeah.
Spoilers. Is it against the
rules
rules
for an over 20-year-old novel? But you know,
yeah.
Is it against the rules if I kind of pick a deluxe? Can I pick a deluxe?
No, I mean, I was gonna pick like Savage Opress or something like that because I don't think that's ever coming out.
So I'm gonna go with kind of like a set. It would be like I'm gonna do like a burnt Anakin on like that bed, that he's transported in, or the operating table. You know. That's probably my dream because they had that in the 3.75 line whenever the movie came out. That's kind of like my dream deluxe figure, like maybe a 2-pack of like an episode 3 Darth Vader and a burnt Anakin or something, you know, with that operating table, like a big SDCC pack or something crazy.
That would be awesome.
In a box this big or whatever, but that'd probably be like my dream. But for like a standard figure, honestly, maybe like just a photo reel, like new molded Jabba's prisoner Leia. Honestly, like who knows if they're ever going to get around.
They're probably never going to do that.
Yeah. Probably never happening.
No.
Or Ula.
I mean, Ula 100% is not happening anytime soon.
No, since we're throwing those out there, never going to happen.
The Rancor. Yeah. The Rancor.
Shut up. Shut. We almost went one whole episode. One whole episode.
I was going to say, is this the first time? Is this the first time?
No, we almost went.
No, we didn't. You brought up the Rancor in the Patreon intro giveaway. So
doesn't count. It wouldn't have been in the episode.
Oh,
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay,
but you broke the seal already.
I did. I broke the seal. My bad. I put it in your mind.
That's true. Oh man,
I'm just happy it wasn't me.
Should I? So, Pops Comics has that original Leia for $80 right now. Should I use my $25 off and get it for $25 off, or should I just wait?
I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember what I paid for mine. I bought mine like 2-3 years ago, so she was probably 40 or 50. So
yeah, maybe I can get it.
I mean, if you have a Jabba's Palace setup, then I'd say she's a definite must. But I don't know. $80 is really steep for that figure.
That's pretty
really
steep.
Not that good.
She's not a great figure, and
I got the $25 off though.
Yeah.
But still, Steve,
I feel like there's more figures you could buy with that instead.
Yeah.
See,
they always have a ton of stock too.
Yeah. My last coupon, I used to buy Echo at that place.
Okay.
He was 70 and I got him for 45.
That's worth
coupon,
it.
Yeah.
I was totally fine with that.
Yeah, my last coupon, I used it on the carded A New Hope like anniversary Ben Kenobi because I needed a Ben Kenobi. And then a couple months later, they announced the damn Cantina set. I'm like, are you kidding me? I could have, but I got it for $20 after using.
Yeah, it's a good price.
The only thing that gives me hope
15, I mean,
for the Jabba's Palace Leia, the Hutt Slayer, is she did rank very high when they were going for the fan vote last time for getting a reissue. And like she was on the list. I feel like they could have not had her on the list if it was going to be an issue. Like no one would ever know, But
true.
But they put her on there. So I feel like there's a possibility.
And the Disney logo is on that figure, that original figure.
It is.
So, and she's in the new Lego game.
She is.
Yeah, she is.
So maybe Disney actually isn't opposed to that after all.
We'll find out next year, maybe. Cross your fingers.
I just remember her being a huge peg warmer.
She was. Her and Greedo were the first.
I used to walk into my local Target and see just like maybe 10 of them on pegs. That was back when pegs were stocked.
Yes.
Yeah. Orange and blue Kenobi too.
Yeah, she was the first.
Yeah,
she and Greedo were the first peg warmers of the whole series, like hands down.
Blue Kenobi, I saw a bunch at Walgreens for some reason.
In fact, I think until about 2 months ago, there was still a Blue Kenobi hanging out at one of the Walgreens.
I was going to say, you can probably still drive around and find a couple of those.
There's still a Jyn Erso at one of my Walgreens in the original packaging.
That and a Finn, a Jakku Finn. I've got a couple of those hanging out.
You could buy that for like $5 free shipping on eBay right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Walgreens was where I actually bought my first figure, Black Series figure, surprisingly enough.
What was it?
It was the Clone Trooper Sergeant figure.
Okay.
He was my first. This is the first one. He's the green one with the green markings on him.
Mm-hmm.
I was in there. I can't remember why I was in there, but this was like 2015, I think. And I had been into the 3.5 inch line for a while. I know that's heresy, but
we'll give you one.
Okay, that's my warning.
That's right.
But I was like, I like Star Wars. This is cool. I like clones. I'll pick this up, and it just went downhill from there. Because I'm surprised I bought as much as I did back in like 2015, 2016 because the head sculpts were not good. But when Photo Real came around, I was like, oh my gosh. The best Han Solo to me is like one of the best likenesses you could get of Harrison Ford in the 6-inch line right now.
Easily.
And
so how many do you have now?
The Return of the Jedi one is...
the Andor one?
Yeah. Even better.
The Andor one is...
How many figures do you have now?
Easily over 100. I have not counted in a while. I've got
I'm too.
I just recently started buying a couple of duplicate 501st figures. I'm now an army builder, I guess. I've got a couple Phase 1 clones too. And then there's this one store that's around me that I guess got a bunch of Walgreens exclusive 212 troopers in because they had maybe 12, 14 of them just laying around on their floor for $15 each.
Wow.
I think I texted you about that, Zach.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
But I bought 2 of them there, so. And I have the Order 66 4-pack, so I've got 3 212 troopers now.
Nice. That's pretty awesome. Oh shit! I was about to ask you something, but I forgot. It's slipping off my tongue.
Story of my life, bro.
This is good podcasting.
I know, right? What would you say? What would you say is your favorite figure
You put me on the spot here.
5, 4.
One that I've been messing around with a lot recently is the shirtless Darth Maul.
That's a good choice.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's really fun to pose.
I got a couple figures like that where they're not my favorite, but they're just fun to just mess around with.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then, what do you do? Oh, go ahead.
And for some reason, I like the Dagobah Luke, the one with the tank top.
Mm-hmm.
But the one from the Heir to the Empire comic pack, I like that one better. I like the black color scheme on it more.
I made him buy that one, sort of.
Yeah, he kind of did.
He wanted a Return of the Jedi Luke, and I said, well, there's a comic one right there. You can just put a cloak on it, and
it's true.
Close enough. And then they announced the Boba Fett one.
I went to eBay the next night and bought a cloak for it, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And a couple of photos on my Instagram.
Yep. Yeah, you can actually, on his YouTube, you can watch a video of me and him shopping at Pop's Comics. It's pretty neat to check out. So
cool. I'll plug your Instagram, plug your YouTube.
Yeah, my YouTube is Lego Lover 117. I know it has nothing to do with Star Wars. It has nothing to do with what I currently post on there.
That's
but
2.
Strike 2.
He's playing with 5,000
I just recently in June I just celebrated 10 years of doing that. So
nice.
Congrats.
That's fun.
He's got 9 years on us, Mike.
I know. I almost said we'll catch up, but that's not how time works.
You all have more podcasting experience than I do. I've tried podcasts in the past and they just haven't worked out for me. But and then my Instagram is just my name. It's Garrett _Searles. I post a lot of movie reviews and stuff on there, but I also do some Black Series photography. Nothing like too professional, but it's just kind of fun to get out there and shoot some stuff with my phone. I can show a little bit on camera for those who are going to watch this.
Looks good.
Right.
Looks good enough for, just showing it right there.
Just messing around.
I just subscribed and followed you, so.
Oh, well, thank you, Mike.
Got that going on.
Nice.
I got a lot from this shoot. It's for those who are listening, because I forget there are listening people out there.
Yeah, subscribe things.
Yeah.
It's a shoot it's Luke, Grogu, and R2, and Luke is like looking for a place to start Grogu's training. And he's like, R2, stay behind. And of course he's being combative. And then the other photos in it are, it's funny. I was staying at somebody's house watching their dog, and they have this fountain out in their backyard. And I was like, this looks beautiful for like a Jedi training shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So let me find, I'll preview one of the images here. That's with some filters thrown on it just to make it look better.
Yeah.
Looks good. Yeah. So is that on your Instagram too?
It will be in the next week or so.
There you go. So check out Garrett's Instagram, Garrett _ Searles, and you can see these are actually some pretty good shots. So this will be well worth your time.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's fun. I take my fiance Hope is down here with me, so I take her on there and make her watch me do it.
Yeah.
It's less awkward to have someone else with you while you do stuff like that, right? If you're just by yourself, you've got some toys, and you're like on the ground taking low shots, posing them, and people walking by are like, "What is this guy doing?" But if you have a girl there,
right? Yeah, you don't look like a total loser while you're doing it.
Somehow it's now okay.
There was one time I was at the beach. I think it was last year, wasn't it? When we were at the beach and I was taking pictures. And I had a fight scene with Luke and Vader, and this kid runs up and says, "Those are really cool." I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." He couldn't have been more than 6 or 7 years old. But I was like,
cool.
that's
awesome.
You know what Star Wars is? That's so awesome.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
And then
I love it when young people are like, you know what that is? Like, yeah, kid. I was born. I was born when that was a thing.
I've been in this battle since I was 6 years old. Kid.
Yeah.
I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old. And then there was another time we go to this park a lot. She has a hammock that she has and we lay around in. And we were set up by a river, and this dude is rowing past us in a boat, and he shouts out, "Is that Darth Vader?" I'm like, "Yeah." Cool.
Sick.
That's cool.
Will
That's
Bond
really
says
cool.
Full shots Garrett in the chat. So there's people
thank
checking
you, Will
out
Bond.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate all of that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I think it's been about 15 minutes now. I'm trying to. We have like 4 more people.
Oh, sweet.
Waiting to get in. So, anything? Any last thoughts? Yeah. Any last? I'm not.
Well, I know that our previous 2 guests, and I'm sure the guests later on are going to have shots of the collection. I don't have any shots of my collection right now. I'm in.
No, you got a Mario Kart poster and a Return of the Jedi poster.
This is
pretty sick. Yeah,
that's pretty great.
This is Hope's basement. So, but I do have some representation of.
Do not put me in the.
Okay, first of all, Hope's Basement sounds like a great band name.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
It does sound
Lazy
like
Jawa
a great band
says, checked out the Insta and dropped a follow for you.
Oh, sweet.
Look at that. You're getting
Appreciate
some pub. It's a little fuzzy. It's dark, but we can see.
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy, but there's most of it. Because it's my exercise bike that I don't use. But I got a little bit of
again.
I got a little bit of Star Wars representation down here.
No, I think posters on the wall are some strong cred. Like, sure, I've got a bunch of toys behind me, but like posters, they've got their own kind of class. You know,
posters are sick, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's even better when she lets me put up the posters down here and doesn't give me crap about it. So
there you go. That's true.
She sounds like a great girlfriend, because there are girlfriends that are like, no, you can't put any of that nerd stuff on here. Yeah,
that's right. Zach got it right. Fiance now.
Hey, congrats!
As of recently, pretty recently.
Yeah,
June.
Yeah, I had problems when I proposed to my wife. I kept calling her girlfriend, and she got mad. Which
I was actually talking to my wife the other day. I said, "Am I technically your ex-boyfriend now?"
Kind of, right? I don't have a girlfriend anymore.
Yeah. It's like, well,
my wife hates it when I say that. So,
Garrett, it's been good to see you. We got some. Other people
thanks for hanging out.
Appreciate you joining.
Yeah, dude.
You texted me. I'm glad you're able to make it. You texted me earlier saying you might be able to join. So,
well, you did it, and you're on.
Did it.
Everyone like and follow Garrett. You did it.
Look, I made it on the show.
You're a big boy.
Zach, we got to make another video together at some point.
Yeah. Let's
do it.
Up at Pop. Let's do it. Sounds good.
Invite Justin and Nate along.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. See you, man.
This is great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Cool. So that was fun. I like Garrett.
Yeah.
Garrett's a cool guy.
Pretty chill. Pretty cool guy.
Yeah. You really can't badmouth people right when you kick them off the stream, because they're still there. They can still hear us. So
yeah, no, we gotta wait.
We'll badmouth people after the show ends. Yeah. 100%.
Like Wilbon, that guy sucks.
No, Wilbon's great. You shut your pie hole.
We're 3 for 3 so far. Like all 3 of them have been.
Agreed. Well, we'll see if we can get it going. We got Paragon Fuzz coming up next, and just people waiting so they know, because they can't see other people either. We got Paragon Fuzz, Colonel Angus, and H-Town Ray hanging out. I think
H-Town Ray was. Have you been keeping track of the order? Because I can only see the.
Well, we're gonna get to him at some point. Whether he's next or last, it won't matter. We're going to go as long as we're going to go, and it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time, or else. Yeah, or else. I'm going to bring on Paragon Fuzz here.
Yo!
You did it!
Boy. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We got.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for letting me on the show.
Oh, thanks for being here.
Thanks for
Where
joining.
are you from?
Okay, so as you can probably hear, I'm from England. So I want to say, obviously R.I.P. the Queen.
Right, obviously.
So that just happened.
That was so random because I live in California, and it happened like basically right when I woke up. I woke up and checked my phone, and it's like the Queen's dead. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was my mum's birthday. So I was on my mum's birthday, and it was like, oh yeah, the Queen's dead. I'm like, fuck.
Happy birthday,
Oh
Mom.
shit! Am I allowed to swear? Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
No, you're good. You're good.
All right,
How do you feel about the king?
Yeah, you got a king now.
Okay, so if I'm being honest, no one fucking gives a shit about Charles. Look up, promise you. Look up Charles' third finger. Look up his fingers.
I've seen them.
Fucking
They're like
awesome
really.
fingers.
They're like sausage. They're like super thick.
Oh,
Or they're
Charles
I agree.
fingers.
weird. They are
He's got
weird.
weird fingers.
Oh,
He's got
wow.
weird fingers.
It looks like he has like a congenitive heart failure going on, is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, you ruined the meat. First of all, I want to fry them up and eat them. They look delicious.
I agree. They really
Bangers
do,
and
yeah.
mash.
He's
Oh,
pretty
see,
old
you
too,
got it.
right?
He's 73 years old.
So he'll be king for like 10 years.
Yeah, he's playing with 5
Yeah.
fouls. That is for sure.
Yeah.
He probably won't be around
Well,
too
some
long.
people don't want him to be king. Some people want
Yeah.
William, but that doesn't matter because we're all about Star Wars Black Series here.
I remember.
Correct.
I think William was born like at practically the same time I was. So for some weird reason, growing up, I remember my mom telling me that and thinking like, oh, we're basically the same person. So I had this weird royal complex growing up because I was born at the same time as Prince William. That's not an interesting story. I'm so sorry.
Not on.
Anyway,
So Paragon, what brings you on? Yeah.
Just want to say I don't have a camera, and even
That's
if
okay.
I had a camera, you
That's
wouldn't be
okay.
able to see any of my collection because it's not behind me.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. Tell us about the
So
collection.
I actually started collecting when I was 16, and that was one of the topics I wanted to say because I'm in my early 20s.
Okay.
And when I'm in these communities on Facebook, I honestly feel like I'm younger than everyone. I sound silly, but I generally feel like I'm one of the younger people. I watched last one's, and you talked about how kids. I don't see kids look at Black Series, and I feel like Black Series isn't looked at or used by children.
Yeah.
Even I feel quite young in the community, and that's not a criticism, obviously.
No.
And I'm very glad because obviously adults are the ones that pay for a lot of the franchises. But I think it's interesting. I just think it's an interesting thing that adults with the money and the jobs are the ones that have made the Black Series what it is today, and not children, obviously. Because that's what I want to say. Really, I just feel like I just wanted to talk about the topic of children not having Black Series. I wanted to say.
I think most of the kids that have Black Series now, it's probably gifts from their parents, and then as they get into because the most kids that I realize that are into Black Series, it's like on TikTok, and they're closer to that teenage age, like they're like getting into their 14, 15, and they're like, I guess, getting out of little figures and collecting more like adult type stuff, if they're even collecting at all, the ones that still are. But mostly I think it's like gifts, like you'll get a mom buys like, a kid a Star Wars gift in the aisle or whatever. That's $25 on the shelf. But it is crazy that like mostly adults probably are keeping the line alive. And I would say it's probably one of the more successful figure lines because of just how it's grown over the last few years. You can just see the amount of figures they're putting out. And it's like, it's really interesting how it's grown, and like it's mostly adults probably that are pushing that forward.
I agree with you.
I agree with all of that.
My story is I started in 2016. I went to a comic convention actually down the road where I live. I live in the East Midlands, which is I live in a place called Lincolnshire.
No clue where that is.
It's on the East Midlands, dude. Come on.
It's in the East Midlands.
Come on. East
I'm
Midlands. My city was built by Romans,
Yeah, he's basically from Middle Earth.
We've got pubs older than your country, you know.
That is so.
I honeymooned
amazing.
in the UK, like Scotland, and took a train from Edinburgh down to London, and we stopped at a couple places in between. And that was like the first thing I noticed is we stopped in Oxford, and I'm like hanging out in the pub that like C.S. Lewis and Tolkien wrote and like hung out with when they were writing their books. And it was like, this is crazy that I'm standing in like a historical place just having a beer. Like
I know,
it's nuts.
I live in Oxford, but I always wondered what it's like to be an American, because to think that your country's so young, you know, it's mental.
Yeah, and like our historical sites are like, oh, that's where 9/11 happened, and then you can go to. I literally straight up. I went to Washington D.C. and took a tour, and the part of the tour is you go to the Ford Theater where Abe Lincoln was shot, and then you walk across the street and you look at the room he laid in when he died. That's like what we have in America for the most part. I feel like.
But the thing is, I love America. I've got to admit, I love America. I've been a few times, but I say a few. I mean twice.
That's a few.
That's a couple.
That's a couple. Yeah.
Obviously, Disney World twice.
Hey, you've been to all the best parts at the very least, then. So congrats.
I want to visit Virginia, but I want to say, obviously,
you can hang out with Wilbon.
Yeah. When I've listened to your podcast since the start, you know, and hearing these like Targets and GameStops, I learned GameStop from this channel. You know, that's why I learned what GameStop was.
Neat.
Never heard of it before.
So, well, give it enough time, and you won't hear about it again. So,
yeah, I used to think it was lucky to be American and collect go back series, but obviously I used to think, oh, they're way cheaper here, there. But then you talk about how exclusives work, and I think, oh, thank God I'm English. Thank God I'm English. Oh my God.
Yeah, we realized that when we had Sean on. He's like, no, they have everything in stock, like stuff that hasn't even been announced for you all yet. That's what it seems like. It's insane.
I bought prototype Boba Fett months ago. I've had it for ages. He's just been there.
That's literally my fine edition, like one of my fine.
Yeah.
Watch, I guarantee.
I'm trying, mate.
Next week, Paragon Fun's he's gonna send me like an Instagram DM saying, "Hey, I got the Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader with the crease in the helmet from the battle." Like, that's not even announced yet.
Oh, that's what you. Thank you, Jack. You reminded me. Hey, Mike, did you ever get Cosmos?
I did not. No.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate.
It's okay.
I got him.
Is he good?
I got my. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful fella. You know, I love my Cosmos.
No, actually, I did get I just got an Instagram DM from somebody that said they found one for me. So we just have to figure out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we have to figure out some kind of trade here, but I think I'm going to get one soon for a decent price, which is fine with me.
Bless you, mate.
Yeah.
So my story of Black Series, I was 16. I was at Comic-Con, basically down the road to where I lived. And Dave Prowse was there, so obviously I went to go see Dave Prowse. And I got this big Vader book signed, and I found a flame trooper, the First Order flame trooper. He was a tenner, and I thought, I want that. And I'm now 113 Black Series right now. That's where I'm standing.
Awesome.
And it's taken over my life. My last ones were I just got the Purge Trooper, from Obi-Wan Kenobi. He just came in not long ago. I got Cad Bane from Bad Batch. He's a beautiful figure. And before that was the new Obi-Wan Kenobi Wandering Jedi. Okay. And you know, really, really good figures. I'm really happy with my collection right now.
What are your favorite figures to collect? Like what area?
Ooh. So my favorite figures, I would have to say the Obi-Wan Kenobi Clone Commander, because I'm a huge Gendy Tokoshi fan. Bear in mind, when they were made, I didn't remember them. I was too young for them. In fact, I was too young for Revenge of the Sith, really, to remember. But I love Gendy Tokoshi. I love Primal. I love Shaman.
Primal, Primal's great. Yeah,
I absolutely love them. I've bought all the Gendy Tokoshi stuff I can. Dengar, I think Black Series Dengar is a beautiful figure. I'd say both my Cad Banes I'm really big fan of.
Both?
And
yeah, he's got the
both.
Bronco one. The jerk.
Jeez. I know, right?
Yeah,
We're
well,
still waiting. This
big
casually
opinions,
drops
you know?
both my Cad Banes.
I'm so sorry. But what really made me fall in love with Star Wars again was Rebels, and I actually just completed my Rebels this year. So I've recently just got all my Rebels finally finished this year. So oh my god,
they need to add on to that. We need to Agent Callus. You know, we
100%.
We need.
If anyone hasn't watched Rebels and you're listening to this, stop listening to this. Go binge Rebels and come back to this because it's not only is it worth watching, but it seems like the Ahsoka show coming up is basically going to be Rebels season 4.
Yeah, or 5.
Or no,
yeah.
Oh, 5. You're right, 5.
Yeah,
you're right, 5.
I had to explain to my mum who Thrawn was. I'm like, right, if you watch Rebels, you'll be fine. So please, if you want to watch Ahsoka, watch Rebels. Kanan Jarrus is the most beautiful man you've ever seen in your life. I promise you that.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
He's right.
He's gorgeous. So please, I'm fucking big fan of them.
What's your favorite Rebels arc or episode?
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Well, I want to say, I don't know. You've put me on the spot.
Well, while you're thinking about that,
Beardy McBeardson, that's fucking dope, mate.
First of all, Beardy McBeardson is a great name. Don't ever change it. He has a full Rebel sleeve tattoo on his arm, and that's rad. So
that is super sick.
And Wilbon's wife got into Star Wars through Rebels. I would say my wife's been into Star Wars, but I think watching Rebels really kind of deepened her fandom of Star Wars. I would agree with that. Yeah.
It dives you into the universe.
It really does.
Than watching the movies does.
I would say even more than Clone Wars because it's more character driven. So you kind of
you bounce around in the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
quite a bit through the seasons.
I would want to say the Black Series I really want would be a Rebels Rex. I would love a Rebel, like an old man Rex.
Old man Rex. Yep.
A blind Kanan.
That's one we really need. Yeah.
A Rebels Maul because I think that design's cool. I love his
the old master kind of thing. Yeah.
And the Dirge. I've spoken to you, Mike, before about this, but I really want a Dirge.
Yep, I remember that.
I really want a Dirge. I am a big fan of Dirge. I've got a Dirge right in front of me right now.
We need a Gendy Tartakovsky Dirge for sure. I think they just put him in the comics, which makes him canon again. Yeah.
When are they going to make a deluxe Bendu?
That would have to be a HasLab Bendu.
HasLab Bendu. I am the one in the middle. That'd be kind of sick. I'm not going to lie. That big ass Bendu thing.
Yeah, that's Tom Baker. Tom Baker. He's,
it is.
Who. Big thing here is Doctor Who. I lived on Doctor Who for all my life. You know, big up Doctor Who. That's what we
big up Doctor Who. Who's your favorite Doctor?
Tom Baker.
Well, Tom Baker. Okay.
He was my first.
My first was Christopher Eccleston because I was just the first one. I'm like, I don't know, I'll get into this Doctor Who thing, and I started watching that, and I'm like, this is a little silly. It's a little goofy.
What? Actually, it's proper good stuff.
It is. No, it's good.
Proper good stuff.
It is a little weird, but I think the worst part that was one of those first things where I got into, and the fans were a little much, like Whovians. I'm like, oh, you need to dial it back just a little bit there.
But bear in mind, for me, anytime you speak about G.I. Joe, I'm like, who the fuck is G.I. Joe?
Well, you would know it as Action Force in the UK.
I met an American the other day, and I asked him who is the main character of G.I. Joe. I had no idea.
Duke, maybe. Yeah, it depends on the episode. Because they're just trying to sell toys.
It's not Joe.
There's no one named Joe. No,
I don't know. I watched the films, but that had Christopher Eccleston as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Rambo. He was Destro. That's for sure.
Oh, he was I always thought he was Cobra or something.
No, he was Destro. Yeah. No, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was Cobra Commander. At least in the
Really?
first film.
Oh
The
my
second
God.
film,
That's embarrassing.
none of that. Yeah,
Is Rambo
That's
not the main
embarrassing.
character in G.I. Joe?
Rambo is now the main character in G.I. Joe. That's how it works. You're just rewriting history.
Exactly.
All right.
See,
Exactly.
when I grew up, I had Action Man. I don't know if you know who Action Man is, but he's a man of action.
He was on our
Hopefully.
podcast last episode.
Yeah, we did have Action Man on our podcast.
Action Man
last
8000,
episode.
right?
That's right.
There you go.
West, if you're listening, what's up?
Yep. Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, I followed him
going on?
immediately. I thought he was a cool dude.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
cool.
really cool guy.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Well, we still have a couple people waiting, so I'm gonna try to get
course,
through these
yeah.
people. Paragon, thank
Right.
you,
Thank you for
so
being a
much.
Patreon
Thank you
supporter.
for,
Thank
for
you.
hanging out with us.
Have a
Yeah,
great time. Happy birthday.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Wow, that was fun.
Yeah, this is great. This is a blast.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do this again.
Honestly, like, yeah, we have to wait for another year to do this again, kind of thing.
I don't know. Maybe we can do it like big event episodes. Have a couple Patreon members on. Or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. We can do something like that.
Coming up next, we got Colonel Angus. So I'm just saying that to get them ready, so I don't just
So,
drop
okay,
people on
yeah.
the stream and be like, everyone's like, "What? What's going on? Am I here?"
That's smart. That's a good idea.
Yeah, there we go. Hey,
There he is.
What up? What up?
How's it
Hi.
going?
How are you? I just heard that. I was laughing. So
Thanks for joining. Thanks for being a Patreon member. One of our most loyal supporters, I'd say.
really?
Sure, why
I
not?
mean, what? Okay.
Why not?
All right. So
So-
I don't know if you watch Straight Outta Coruscant on YouTube. Have
I
you seen his
don't
channel at all?
actually. No.
Okay. He's English too, and that the Paragon Fuzz sounded a lot like him. So, but it's kind of a neat name, Straight Outta Coruscant.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
for his YouTube channel.
I will type that in here and give it a look. See.
Now, Mike, just be warned, okay? It's mainly, I think, vintage collectioner.
Oh, I'm just gonna burn my
3.7.
computer right now. I'm just gonna set it on fire.
No,
You made me type
you-
that in. You made me type that in.
Wow.
You've already typed it in, and you're like, nope, can't do it.
I
It's
just
infected.
set my monitor on fire right now.
Jeez. Well, it's good
Actually,
having
I
you on.
I just typed in straight out of Compton, so I'm just gonna listen to Easy E for
There
a
you
little
go.
bit.
Okay.
Perfect.
So,
Cool.
thanks for having me. This is great.
Yeah,
No,
always
thanks
it's
for
a
joining.
pleasure to
Thanks for
have
being
you
a
on.
Patreon.
So tell us and tell people about yourself.
Well, I mean, it's, we could be here for hours, but
Yeah,
I
why
mean,
not?
I was born in '68, so I grew up watching Star Wars at the theater.
Yeah, you were the prime age. You're like nine or 10 at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah,
so that's,
8, 9 when it came
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, and then the toys. I've still got my first, all the figures I had as a kid, but
That's awesome.
the 5 POA ones and stuff. And so yeah, I A New Hope has always been my favorite. Empire, Return of the Jedi. I like Rogue One. After that, can't wait for Andor.
Oh,
Mhm. Yeah.
cannot
Excited.
wait.
It just looks so good. Like, I don't know if you follow Tony Gilroy, but he's done a couple of other great movies that I really like. So and
It's
he
cool
wrote-
that he's also not really that big into Star Wars. He
Yeah.
said he's not really interested in the rest of the universe. It's like more of a grounded story.
yeah,
I like
and
that.
the location shooting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of a big deal now. Like the
Yeah.
volume is neat, but like having real locations just gives it that kind of a more grounded, real movie feel.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something you can't get with digital or shooting on a soundstage or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah, like as
didn't-
great
I don't-
as the volume is, there's like
Yeah, I don't
some
hate
shots
it.
in,
Yeah,
in Kenobi where you can just tell it's like a big screen sort of.
yeah, it just looks flat. yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, I had toys from when I was a kid, but I think, I consider myself a collector since like 95 when Power of the Force 2 came out. And then
Mhm.
been collecting the Black Series pretty much since it started in 2013. So,
Are Are you a
Yes.
completionist for the Black Series?
No. I could never.
Good. I don't recommend anyone to do it.
Smart man.
I was with the Power of the Force 2 and Power of the Force Jedi, and then Episode 1 came out, and
Yeah, when did you hop off there? Because I was too.
I hopped off there probably right after. They didn't call it Attack of the Clones, but the Saga. I think it was
The Saga
line.
collection. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And a big part of that was because I didn't like all the silly magnets and action features.
Yeah, they had gimmicks. Yeah.
The magnets in the hands to hold the lightsabers and all that stuff. No, that it wasn't for me. So kind of hopped off there, but recently watching, like, again, a lot of people with the pandemic, got into following people on YouTube, and JCC2224 was one of them, and his. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's into the clones and all that. So it got me into that. But so yeah, that's where I hopped off that, and have been doing Black Series. And I'm going to tell you, it might be sacrilege, and I hear people talk all the time. I don't have a battle droid. Don't want one. Don't need a super battle droid. I don't have an Emperor Palpatine. I don't have a Jabba. I don't have an R2D2 or C3PO. So you might call me a fake fan. I don't know, but
everybody collects how they want to collect,
Yeah.
Especially you have all this stuff from the other lines throughout the years. Like, it's not, you don't need everything in every line,
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So
what do you collect? What gets you to buy something?
It's two things, I think. If I like the character, of course, or the figure itself. I mean, just I had, this is a recent one. Cobb Vanth. I just
Cobb
love
Vanth. Yeah,
it's a great one.
Great figure.
The way he looks. When you were asking some of the other guys what their favorite figures are, I would have to look, because a lot of my stuff is still in boxes. I'm not an inbox collector, but I'm just in the process of trying to finish up the basement here, get some shelves and stuff. But one of my favorite figures recent is that Spirit Iron Knife from the G.I. Joe Classified.
Great figure.
It's amazing. And yeah, I watched your review, Mike, and I just love the colors. I love the nostalgia. You could tell that it's Spirit from, that looks enough like the old O-ring figure from G.I. Joe. So, but no, like ones like Echo or the new, what is it? Throne Room Boba Fett, they called it, but it wasn't really Throne Room, are good ones.
Yeah, the Mandalorian season 2 Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Death Watch Mando. Yeah.
Oh, Death Watch Mando is so good. I can't. That's one of those figures we kind of talked about earlier. I can't stop playing with that figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is. And I like how it's not like a specific character. You can get like 2 to 3 or 4 of them, and it'd be like a squad of them.
So I'm working on a new video of my top 10 Black Series troopers, and that was I sent a text to Zach in our text group, and I'm like, does this count as a trooper? Because like when I think trooper, I think like stormtrooper, clone trooper, whatever. But like those are just like a bunch of faceless kind of trooper like dudes, right? So I would say that counts. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
like
sure.
anyone that doesn't have a name.
Yeah.
Maybe is a trooper like that.
Yeah, that's my caveats. No name people. So like Rex, all those guys. Those, while they're great, they don't count as like a trooper. Like I'm looking for like an army builder trooper. You can't army build Rex.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is the Snow Trooper, Hoth, whatever, Battle Gear, Stormtrooper. Yep. So I love that design.
I wish his articulation was a little bit better, but I love the design. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Not the figure, but the design of the Snow Trooper. Yeah.
Yeah. The Snow Trooper. Yeah, the Snow Trooper and the Scout Trooper are like my 2 top favorite designs for Stormtroopers.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, and I sent you, Mike, I was watching you, and I don't remember if it was Victoria that was on your channel or you were on hers, but you started talking about some cruise missile thing.
You sent that to me, yes.
That was me, yes.
That was you, yes. Yeah. I still have it. I love it.
He's a little color. He's a yellow.
He's a 25, 30-year-old figure at this point.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I remember getting that and thinking like, this is the coolest thing ever because it kind of transforms. Like the wings fold out, the back folds out. It's kind of a figure, but it's only half a figure because he can't come out.
Yeah.
But it was like some weird expanded universe subline for Power of the Force.
Yeah.
And that was one of my favorites growing up. And I was really sad that I gave it away when I got too cool to have toys in my early 20s.
Yeah.
So thank you for sending me that.
I haven't. I have a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of my figures from the Saga line. I'm trying to get rid of them. So yeah, I don't know. I don't like them anymore, but whatever.
No, I get it.
So
you buy things because at the time they're cool, but then 10, 15, 20 years later, you're like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
What was I, at the time, at the time, even Black Series, like taking this back only 10 years, less than 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I remember looking at some of these Black Series figures going like, these look great. How could they ever possibly look any better than this? And now here we are in 2022, and like, oh, this is how they can look better.
I know. So spoiled, right?
Right?
Maybe in 10 years they'll get rid of the shiny faces. They'll look even better.
Maybe, but like back,
maybe we'll have a Rancor.
There we go.
I remember back in, I think it was like 97 or 98. It was when they started making regular Star Wars figures, but they came with the Comtech chip. So it would have been like 2000. But they came out with the Han Solo and the Luke Skywalker, but they were all new bodies, and it looks, they didn't have that buff muscle chests anymore. Yeah. And I'm thinking like, oh, finally we have a modern Luke Skywalker that's not buff and looks perfect. How could they ever make a Luke Skywalker better than this? And then they do. They just keep doing it.
I know. And you take the worst photoreal Luke right now. He's still leaps and bounds above all that stuff from
100%. But we gave it a pass back then because that we didn't have anything better. Like it was, it's like or playing PlayStation or Nintendo 64 back in the day. We're like, oh, these graphics are amazing.
Yeah.
It looks so real, and now you go back and look at it, you're like, what were we thinking?
Yeah, I look at the Force Awakens Rey, and I remember back then I was like, I mean, you can kind of see it from this angle, and then like now it's like this looks nothing like Days of Really at all. The Rise of Skywalker one looks, leaps and bounds just like 120 times better. It's insane, just like how much better it's gotten in just the 10 years. Well, I guess the 5 years because photoreal is still pretty new.
Right. Oh yeah, 2018, I think.
Yeah,
I was watching The Forces with Jesse today.
Mm-hmm.
The Australian guy. He was reviewing his archive, Old Man Han. And I don't know if you've seen that. Is that a new head? It's a new head.
It is,
right,
brand new
head.
It's a
new head. Yeah, it's a new head.
Okay. I know.
It'd be nice if it was in Force Awakens packaging. Instead of
yeah, you're right. I know they grade the hair, but I didn't know if it was a new sculpt on the head. Anyway, that looks good. I mean, he's even got his little Han Solo smirk.
Yep.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was talking with Eric. I was at Star Wars Celebration when they announced that, so I got to see them put it on the shelf, and I was chatting with Eric while they were doing it. And I was like, "So why did he get a new head, but Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 3 didn't? You know, how do you pick and choose?" And he's like, "Well, when we were doing this, we just had the budget for it, so we thought, why not?" It's like, okay, I can't really argue with that. I guess you just did it because you felt like it, basically.
So do you think going forward if they announce another archive wave, are they going to do other smaller tooling tweaks to some of the figures?
If they can, they will, but not likely.
Okay.
So for instance,
not on everyone.
The C-3PO is the older style body instead of the newer style body for some reason, but the Emperor Palpatine is the newer one from the Amazon package and not the one that came out in 2014.
With the throne. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like they changed the rules for every archive.
Right?
100%. Yeah. The 40th anniversary Bespin Luke got a new head, but he came out at the same time that the Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 3 did. They came out the same wave. But Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi didn't get a new head, even though they were both equally terrible.
That's awful.
How are you enjoying? I remember you got that Order 66 pack a while ago.
Yeah,
how are you enjoying that?
it's great. It's still in the box. I haven't opened it yet. Again, I don't have a whole lot of room right now.
Space is an issue. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, until I get some shelves up. Let me see here. Oh, that's Legos. Sorry, but there's the few I have up.
There we go.
Mhm. Oh, that's sick.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
like
good.
it.
Yeah, for my Conan the Barbarian, NECA.
Nice.
Nice.
So, at any rate, no, but I do, and the reason I bought that, Zach, was because the 212th Trooper. I like the way that one looks better. Like you guys were talking earlier about the 13th
Black
Battalion and the Black Line. I like the way.
Yep.
I'm a vanilla poser pretty much, right? So
Sure.
I'm not as concerned about articulation, and I know those older clones are lacking, but
They are.
I like the way
Visually,
that one looks better.
I think they're a little better. They're more theatrical.
I agree.
than the movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but it was
In fact, in hindsight, it's really weird they came out with that one on a new body when they've already made it. Like they could have just reissued that the same way they reissued the 501st figure.
Yeah.
But they didn't. It's just kind of weird.
How do you make your decisions? Like,
Yeah.
how about some rhyme or reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now
It's
I'm
like-
really interested to see what they do, like if they release it, because we're going to have live action clones in Andor.
Mhm.
So I wonder what they're going to do. Are they going to do the new animated style? Or are they going to make a new mold? Are they going to release the old mold to make it look like the actual troopers? Be interested to see what they do.
Have the new clones in it in the trailer? And can you tell if they've got the?
They've got
The
the
Black
black line. They look exactly like they just look like live action clones from
Okay.
episode 3.
Yeah.
But they're blank. They're like army build clones. So hopefully we can
Okay.
finally get just like a blank
We
army build.
we need
one.
phase
That's
2
what
army
we really
building.
need,
Yeah.
phase 2, yeah.
The only
then-
one we've gotten released was from a 4-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Amazon,
the evolution,
the Amazon
right,
one.
of the
Yep.
Yeah.
trooper or whatever. Yeah.
So unless you
Yes.
wanted to buy 4 figures just to army build one of them.
Right. But that's one too that it's like Hasbro, people would buy multiples of those to customize.
Mhm.
Paint in whatever
Yeah.
battalion
Well-
or unit they wanted.
Yeah, now they're buying them from AliExpress.
Exactly.
They're buying
Yeah.
KOs.
Yep.
Yeah, because people have, even Landspeeder Lucas said that it's not a bad body.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
the
AliExpress
knockoff Tylo me and Mike have
Yeah.
from AliExpress. There's no way you would
Okay.
be able to tell.
You would never be able to tell he was
you
a
would
KO.
never be able to tell
honestly.
that's a knockoff.
Yeah.
Really?
It is so good.
Oh,
And it
he
was,
knows
it
he's
was
perfect. Yeah.
$8 shipped from China or whatever.
Yeah.
Took about a month. $8.
As opposed to
That's
spending
amazing.
$90 for a centerpiece where I just care about that figure. Like,
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer.
And that's not an itch in your brain, Mike.
I mean,
That's
it's
the only,
I tease him
that's the
about it every now
only-
and then. But...
it is when you bring it up like that, okay?
Oh, okay, sorry. We've all got our OCD.
It's true. I still count myself as a completionist, even though that's the one kind of weird. You gotta squint. You gotta squint
Yeah.
to see it. Yeah.
And what did you have to squint to see, like the writing on the back of the leg, or?
No, I mean like I said, you wouldn't be able to tell, but I know it's a KO and not from the original release. But like anyone else looking through it, there's absolutely no way
Okay.
they would be able to tell that it's not that original release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I want to see like somebody compare them left and right. Honestly, like on a YouTube review. I don't know if anybody has. I haven't looked at it, but that'd be interesting to see. We should send one to somebody who has like with like the legit one, and then compare it to see if they would even be able to pick it blindly. Which is the actual one.
You should ask Landspeeder Luke. I bet he has one of
Probably. He's
the
in the chat.
originals.
He is in the
He
chat.
might.
Yeah, he just said that he hears the KOs use some dangerous chemicals, which it wouldn't surprise me if that was true. But I won't
not
put it.
China.
I won't put it
Right.
in my mouth.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, don't let
kitty.
your dog eat
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, chew on that action figure. Anyhow, So, Mike, I saw you built your, what is it, BD1 or
BD1, great build.
Yeah.
That was the first Lego I built in a long time. So
it wasn't.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of Legos or?
My wife does. She's the Lego collector.
Okay.
So I usually buy her the big ones. Like I got her the Yoda, the Grogu, the bird, the Porg. So like when we release those kind of big life size ones that are around the $100 mark, I usually get those for her to build. So she has a little display of those. But the BD1, I was like, no, like that one's for me.
That's mine.
I'm doing that one. Yeah.
Put up that chat on the screen. Lane's
Which one?
The most recent one.
one to display, one to keep boxed, and one to suck on.
Ew.
That's good.
Beardy, for the Kylo was like $8 shipped or something. So it's like super cheap. I think the figures are closer, like the troopers are closer to like 14 or 16. But that's all. If you just need like a background clone, that's a decent option.
Yeah.
I would recommend supporting the actual line personally, but
in some of those cases you can't. Like
exactly, yeah.
I have no problem with people buying KOs for things that they can't get regularly. Like if they're buying them instead of it just to get cheaper, that's one thing. But like when you can't get something, I feel like it's fair game because Hasbro could change that if they wanted to. Like Hasbro could just like do it like they did with some of those Marvel Legends where they come in like a little cheap box. They come with like one accessory or whatever and just mass produce them. You can order as many as you want. Like just keep making them. People will buy them.
Those army builders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those from Marvel. They were like $15.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should just mass produce blank clones and blank stormtroopers.
Yep.
And, like stop releasing them 2 times a year. Just have them like constantly available. They're gonna sell at retail.
I remember when that wave where they changed over to Galaxy packaging and it had the new Stormtrooper body and the security clone trooper, the Camino clone trooper. Dorkside Toys, you could buy just a straight case,
the straight 8 case, of the troopers,
of 8 of them, yeah. So they like Hasbro really needs to do stuff like that because there are people that will just order those. Like they're just leaving money on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, customizers and just people who want army build. Like there's a huge market for it.
And then there's people like me. Like I'm happy with just one. Like it shouldn't be too hard to find one. And then, but I can't blame the people that want like 20 because that's a legit thing to want. It's an army builder. Yeah. So I can't get mad when people have 20 of them and I'm just trying to get one because like. That's just how it works. Yeah.
I mean, they buy them,
Yeah.
So just like we could.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple of troopers I want to get 2 of anyways, like 2 501st to flank Anakin.
To flank people.
Specific ones. But
I
mean, other than that.
Are you going to put your 13th battalion next to Bly, Mike?
I'm trying to decide where to put him. I probably will.
For now.
I probably will. And when Ayla Sakura comes out, I'll have him gunning her down.
What about when Jaro Tapal comes out?
Or when Jaro Tapal so I really want a Jaro Tapal to go with this guy. Have him fighting. That we need a little kid Cal Kestis.
Aha. Find a mission for the day. I killed a bug flying around me. Got his ass.
Good job, I guess.
People probably saw me like clapping over here randomly.
Like, I thought you were just clapping at what I was saying. So now
I'm just trying to kill this bug for like the last 5 minutes. I'm over here looking dumb. Finally got his ass though.
All right.
So back to HasLab. I don't mean to beat it at horse.
It's okay. The Band-Aid's already been ripped off.
The floor is yours.
Yeah.
I was, the only reason I was gonna back a Rancor was for some of the figures I thought they might include. So kind of getting back to what you asked Garrett, figure that you never think they'll make or whatever. Yeah, Ula is one. I think she'd be mine. But anyways,
that's fair.
I didn't need a Rancor necessarily. I still don't. But going forward, they should. I mean, if you look at the Sky Striker, right, from G.I. Joe, Mike, you back that too?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. And then the His Tank, it's got customizable options, and you can make it from, a retro era or new, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, like, my idea was like an N1 Starfighter, and you can give it options for Phantom Menace or the Mandalorian. And
if they did that and had options for both, I would have to buy two. Like I would
Really?
have to buy two
Okay.
because I would have to have one as a regular N1 and one as Mando's fighter.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't have one or the other.
And do you think you're the only one? You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
I think that would
Definitely
be
not.
that would help in the success of
Yeah.
a Black Series.
Agreed.
Yeah, making it something
HasLab.
that
Yeah.
people would have to buy multiple.
Yeah,
of,
that-
Well,
Yeah.
not necessarily make them buy, but give them options to,
Yeah,
you can have it for
Yeah.
either. And for those like Mike that want to buy two, you can buy two. But just, like with the Sky Striker, right? There's Cobra options for them.
Yeah, they have tons of sticker sets. So you could have a regular
Or-
one, like a real world one. You could have a G.I. Joe
like-
one.
right.
You could have a
Mhm.
Cobra one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they made it to where you could have options like that, I would back 3 because I was gonna I backed 2 Rancors because I was gonna sell the other one,
Mhm.
and then you can back 3 or 4, make your money back because
Always, if you're gonna sell it, always do multiples of 2. So like if you get 2, sell 2, pays for the other 2.
because every HasLab
Oh, yeah.
goes way up in price, and it's not scalping because you created that specific one. Like it wouldn't exist if you didn't back it.
Yeah.
That's how that works. You're not like buying one and taking away
No, I know.
like an
Right.
exclusive, So
No,
like
I've heard
I'd back 4. I back 2 Rancors. I'd back 4.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a
So-
tough charge at first, but
Right. Ouch.
like
That hurts.
the wife's like, "Why is that
Oh, yeah,
$1,200 from after a pulse rate?"
It hurts up front, but I'm coming up. I've got an extra Star Saber coming. I'm gonna sell that, and again, it's gonna pay for that. I got an extra Sky Striker. I might actually just sell both my Sky Strikers because I bought it as like a sadness. Like I bought it because I felt
that's
bad
right.
about not.
You needed a void
about
to
not-
fill.
Yeah, about not getting my Rancor. So I might just sell both of them. I don't know. And I bought an extra His Tank to sell. So basically, I'm just trying to like.
Mhm.
I'm gonna eventually recoup the money I spent.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't spend any money at all,
It'll
which
be
is
like a
what I'm going
bonus
for.
later on,
Yeah, exactly.
But that His Tank, I mean, that comes with 4 figures.
It
4
does.
new
4 figures. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I don't know if there's much reuse with the Cobra Commander. But
No, the Cobra Commander is gonna be all brand new. The only thing that's
Okay.
kind of reuse is the His Tank driver and the Tactician. I think are the same, but just a repaint.
but not of an older Cobra Trooper.
No. That's
Of
a
them-
new figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's another His Tank driver that's a girl. It's a female body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is cool.
So, and again, with they give you the option if this is fully funded in 7 days. I mean, they could have said 7 hours and it would have. But
Yeah.
they gave you the option of getting the Tactician, and you get to
Yeah.
choose anyone that backs it. So,
Yeah.
No, they
They
ran a
really
good
sense.
they ran a great campaign.
That
and
video
I
they had to open it.
Yeah,
That
Star
led
the
up
Star
to
Wars
it.
team just needs to take notes, 100%.
Yeah.
Like this is how you run a campaign to get it off the ground,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we need to move on to the last person because he's been waiting
Okay.
for a long time.
Yeah.
That's fine, I
But
get it.
thank you so much for chatting with us. It's been a pleasure.
Yep.
No
Everyone,
problem.
go
Thanks for having me.
follow Mark on Instagram,
Yes.
Colonel_Angus.
And it's CUNUL because the other one was
Okay.
the regular spelling. So
Dang, they got it first. Yeah, go follow him. He posts like pictures of Black Series of like some pickups he
Yep.
gets.
it's
I just had to make sure I was following you. I'm pretty sure I was, but I'm like, I better
you
be
did,
following. Yeah,
Mike.
yeah.
You recently sent me a follow request that I felt like, wow, I've hit the big time. Mike Case sent me a follow request.
Oh, I put my pants on 3 legs at a time, just like everybody else.
All right, guys, have a good night.
All right,
Thank
thanks
you
for
for
hanging out.
hopping on.
No
Thanks for the
problem.
support.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. What a
Well,
fabulous community we have.
I know it's so great. Cool. Well, we're down to our last person, so we're gonna started winding down, but not yet because we definitely saved the last for the last. I don't want to say best because honestly, everyone's been great.
Everyone has been fabulous.
Everyone's been great. It's really hard to choose. But now we've got H-Town Ray coming up. And again, I'm giving him a little verbal warning so he knows that I'm not just yanking him into the stream. He's giving me the thumbs up. There we go.
There we go.
Boom.
Hey guys, how are you?
What's up, man? How are you?
Great. How
Good.
are you?
Great.
Having a
Long time
blast.
listener, first time caller.
That's
Awesome.
Thanks for
It's,
calling into
west of the
show.
Rockies. What's going on tonight?
Yeah, same old stuff. Glad y'all did this. It's good to talk to y'all. By the way, Bluetooth headset does not work with StreamYard, so I had to
does
actually
it
go out
not?
and
That's
No.
weird because I'm
Yeah.
using a Bluetooth headset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I did Galaxy Buds, so maybe it's
Okay.
different because I'm actually using my phone. So
Oh, it could be.
but-
You know what? I think it is a phone thing and not a
Okay.
computer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Awesome.
think that's right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
H-Town
So
Ray
you're-
has been a Patreon member since January 18th. So a very long time Patreon supporter. So very, very big shout out and thank you for the support for this show.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Obviously I follow other channels too. It's good to listen. I travel a lot.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How
I
dare
know, out of
You
the
come
basement,
onto our
guys,
show and talk
you
about
know.
others?
Right? Not off to a good start here, but no, it gives me something to listen to, and I always enjoy
for
the
sure.
live streams. And this is really great to be able to interact too, so it's really fun. So, just a little bit about myself.
Please.
I've had Star Wars figures since I was a kid, so I got back into collecting like around 95 when I was in high school when Power of the Force 2 came out. So that should tell you a little bit how old I am.
A little bit older than me because I was in
Yeah.
8th grade. So
Yeah. So I remember, I know you asked Angus a minute ago about, when he got out of the line. And for me, I think it was called the Legacy Collection, where the package was kind of like a stormtrooper or something like that.
Yep.
And I remember it was the last figures of the wave, which was the medical frigate Luke and Leia. And they just had these soft goods that were just really like poofy and just didn't look good on a 3 3/4 inch figure. Obviously we didn't have the 6-inch figures yet,
Right.
but
Yeah.
at that time figures were like $8-9, and I looked at them and I was like, you know what? I'm done. $8-9 for these figures. And then 2015, 2013, whenever the Black Series came out, I can't remember the exact year. I saw them
13.
on the shelf at Target. It was Darth Maul, the R2, the X-Wing Luke, and
And the Sand Trooper.
the Sand Trooper, which is awesome, by the way. But
Yep.
I actually bought them, had them on my shelf because I was always an in-package collector with the Power of the Force 2. I never really opened them or anything like that. And I had them sitting on my shelf, and I just looked at them and I was like, this is probably just a one-off. They're just going to make these 4 figures because it was just such a random selection of characters.
It was. Yeah.
So I was like, I think I'm just going to return these. And I saw a YouTube video. Somebody was reviewing Han Solo with the interchangeable hands because he was in the second wave. And I immediately went back, bought the original 4 figures, found the second wave, bought those, and opened them, and actually played with them for about 5 minutes and then put them on a shelf. So they just kind of sit on the shelf collecting dust. But I grew up with Star Wars figures after 85, after Return of the Jedi, and they kind of stopped making them. G.I. Joe was what everybody else had. So, naturally, I have a love for the G.I. Joe classified figures as well. I also do some NECA just because of the nostalgia factor. You got your Terminator 2s, your RoboCops, and stuff like that. But Mike, I'm a lot like you. I'm a completionist, but I don't worry about I need the San Diego Comic-Con X-Wing Luke. I've got the original one. That's good enough for me. I don't need packaging variants or anything like that.
Yeah, packaging variants is too much. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, if you're a package like an inbox collector, if you're a completionist, because you want all the different box versions. Yeah. But like, I just care about the figure itself.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I open them now, and the box goes in another box, and it gets thrown in the attic. I'm from Texas,
That
so we
is
don't really
like
do
me.
basements. Yeah.
I don't want to
So,
dox you. I don't want to dox you or anything, but you're from Houston area, right?
I am.
And then you said you like travel up to like the Gulf Coast a little bit.
I do. Yes, I
At
travel
one
all
time.
along the Gulf Coast.
Any like good pickups recently from your trips?
So here in Alabama, there must not be a lot of collectors because I do find a lot of older NECA stuff that's hard to find, and I was able to find the latest wave of Black Series figures, the
Nice.
Kenobi fifth brother,
Reva, Vader.
Reva, all that good stuff. So yeah, so there's not a lot of competition as compared to like a larger
Nice.
city, like where Mike's from, or like from
Sounds like I'm
Houston.
moving to Alabama.
Yeah, there's a lot of places where you could find a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's really helpful. So, I just had a couple of questions. I kind of made some notes. This is my first.
Oh, cool, yeah.
My
Oh,
first
man, I
video.
love this.
So, we've had sets in the past like the Rebels, and we recently, well, I shouldn't say recently, but we got Bodhi Rook to complete the Rogue One set.
Yep.
What's another set, or what's one figure that you feel that we really need to kind of complete a set or a team, so
Ooh.
to speak?
That's a great question. I'm gonna go episode 9. We need Finn and Poe to complete the trio. Like, I know those aren't like the most popular characters, but I feel like we really need, the episode 9 Finn and Poe, because we have the Rey and the Kylo. I feel like we need the trio there.
And they had a really interesting look in the movie too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the Finn with the blue pants.
Mhm.
That would look good on the shelf.
Yeah, I feel like they addressed one of the weird criticism. Not weird criticism. It wasn't a valid criticism of The Force Awakens and Last Jedi. Is they didn't really visually look very interesting. So with episode 9, they're like, no, let's give him like a fun outfit, and then we never got a toy of it. So I think that's a pretty good option right there.
Old Lando.
Yeah, we definitely need a Lando. Yeah. For me, it's Lobot. I think we really need a Lobot.
Oh,
A
yeah.
Lobot. We
To go with
definitely need a
Lando.
Lobot. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'd also be happy with Leia in her Bespin gown, just to kind of complete the original trilogy.
Yep.
The original trilogy set. So
she's the last one. She's the last
Yeah.
original trilogy Leia we need.
I
Yep.
think in episode 3, Padme,
I think we
Maybe.
need another Padme,
Like-
just period.
like a Mustafar Padme. or
we have
something.
the one Padme,
Yeah.
and she arguably has some of the best outfits. Between episode 1 and episode 2.
Yeah.
And you could have her pilot outfit. You could have her like Ascension. Like, she's got so many different looks you can go
Mhm.
for, and we have the midriff one
Yeah.
from episode 2,
Right.
But not even with the midriff showing. It's like the full outfit. So
Yeah. They should have done one with like the scratches like molded into her back in the shirt.
Yeah.
That'd have been sick.
With the Nexu.
Yeah.
Make it a deluxe.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I would definitely buy a
Yeah.
Nexu if they
Oh,
did
yeah.
like a creature pack where like a Nexu came with Amidala, the Acklay
Mhm.
came with Kenobi,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
Reek came with Anakin, and like all new molds or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I would pay $70-$80 for those, because some of those would be pretty big. Like the Acklay
Oh, yeah.
would
Yeah.
be huge. That might even be HasLab worthy. I don't know. Like I think that would be really cool if they could do that.
Another good one would be like in episode 1 or 2, Palpatine and his Darth Sidious cloak before he turns like all face deformed, because we have Darth Maul you could put him with, we have Count Dooku you can put him with. So I think that'd be good.
Okay, so kind of going back to your original question, I've been thinking about this hard while you guys are joking around. I've been serious about this. Solo. They need to re-release the Solo figures in Solo packaging with the Galaxy Collection. And we need a white jacket Han Solo to go with Kira.
Yep. And we need Kira on Kessel.
And we need Kira
That
on
red and
Kessel.
black.
And I would love... oh my God. Why can't I think of Woody Harrelson's name? I can
Tobias
think of his...
Beckett.
Tobias Beckett in the Skiff Guard outfit.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Mm.
They've got the
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah, they have the parts.
We got the
Heck, give us a muddy Chewbacca. I don't like. There's so many figures they could do from Solo still. A Lando with the Hawaiian shirt from the end of the movie. That the gaming
Oh,
greats
Yes.
TVC just got one. or the Darth Maul from the end of the movie. I think if they gave us kind of like the words, it's all fans exclusive. The fan. Why can't words are escaping me right now? I'm trying to catch them, but
it's a long podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Fan channel exclusive, where they just like they did with Rebels, just like they did with Rogue One, but put them in new packaging. And obviously with things like Han Solo, like he's not going to be any different because they already had the updated faces and stuff. So I wouldn't have to rebuy a lot of those. But if they could give us some of the figures that we're missing from there, I think that would be fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think about Mandalorian or Book of Boba Fett. There's got to be something we still need.
I mean, we hardly have anything from Book of Boba Fett.
But we hardly have anything from Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
And
what
from
about
Kenobi,
as far? Yeah.
Probably we still need some figures from Kenobi.
What about as far as because we saw the Cantina bar set or whatever?
Yes, the showdown. Yeah.
Yeah. What would be a good diorama piece other than the second half of the Cantina bars?
No, honestly, they could release the second half and like 2 or 3 more figures. Like give us a Devaronian, give us a Muftak and Gay and a Cabe. Give us the Mammon Naden. Like pick 3 random aliens and the other side of the bar, or the bartender would be a great
bartender
option.
Would be cool.
Yeah.
Another set like that.
I would love that. But
that would be good.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with my answer from earlier. I want like a Darth Vader operating table setup thing.
I'm trying to think of the previous the cinema scenes that those came out with. I think like a Max Rebo set.
Oh, that would be great.
Would be pretty cool.
That'd be sick.
Or the Jedi Spirit set. Give us like a little Ewok bridge or whatever, and the 3 ghosts on there.
Hey, you can just download that from Lance Peter Luke right now. You can print the bridge, the Ewok tree. He's got the files.
He's a shout out to Lance Peter Luke.
Yeah, we're all gonna have to buy 3D printers.
That's the problem,
right?
See, I'd rather just have Hasbro make it for me, so I don't have to pay for a 3D printer. Is the thing?
That's true.
Like, I keep seeing people on Facebook groups with Rancors that people are 3D printing and sculpting and like selling for like $300, and it's $300, but you have to put it together yourself, which requires a Dremel tool, and it comes unpainted, so you have to paint it yourself, and it has hardly any articulation, and people are dropping $300 on this, and I'm like, for $350, Hasbro is giving you a fully painted, way articulated. And with a Malachite at the very least.
And with figures and...
Yeah, and drool and a cardboard backdrop maybe.
Yeah, the drool and the 44 points of articulation.
I just feel like... I mean, I know not everyone was against it because obviously it had it sold almost 8,500. So there were tons of people who were backing it. And maybe those people are thinking like, this is the only way I'm going to get it now, so I'm going to buy it from this guy. But how many people are buying that, but we're against the HasLab Rancor is all I'm thinking is like, you better not be buying that if you were anti-HasLab Rancor.
Right.
Because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I agree with Will Bunn. We definitely need more Cantina aliens. Like, I want another side of that bar. I would buy, if they did 4 packs so we could get like a long, because it connects on all sides. They could complete all the aliens, like a bunch of aliens. Give us a whole Cantina scene.
I think another cool thing they could do and since we got the Return of the Jedi anniversary coming up, they could actually do a good Jabba throne set, maybe like re-release Jabba and give him like a big plastic throne.
I want a new Jabba.
Accessories.
I want a brand new Jabba. I don't want
new Jabba with that. Yeah. Make it cost,
honestly. If it came with the sled, I would drop $100 on it. If it came with, if they didn't skimp on any details, like if it had it fully painted and accessories, kind of like Jabba's Palace, the vintage collection playset where it came with like a bunch of little knickknacks and doodads and whatnot. If they did something like that, but on a smaller scale, obviously, so just Jabba, just
with the little juice or the the bowl and the little
the little
critters
frogs
on the
in
bowl.
it.
Yeah,
Bunch of pillows.
his little pipe.
His little pipe. Give us a salacious crumb.
Throw one in there.
Yeah.
Pillows,
give us a
blanket
Hut
or
Slayer
something.
Leia to go with it. I would easily drop $100 on that, like without even thinking about it.
110.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this thing
Yeah.
was what, 60 retail back then, so that thing would be like 140 probably. If they...
No, I think if that came out now, it'd be like 80. But you're not too far.
No, I'm
off.
not saying this. I'm saying the print or the Jabba thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would
Jabba's
probably be like 80 now.
Jabba's throne was actually my pick because then you could reuse it for Mandalorian. Hasbro could get some reuse out of it. Put the or the Book of Boba Fett. Excuse me, they could reuse that. So
give us the little throne, the Boba Fett throne on there and stuff. Absolutely. And you know what? I'd buy 2 if they did that.
Yeah, you'd have to.
I'd have to
by default. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beardy says definitely some Kotar characters. There's a lot of those out there.
Yeah. Well, especially.
The new game, it being postponed, I feel like that at least was the plan,
Yeah. Well, they guaranteed we're still getting
2
Bastila Shan and was it Darth Malgus, I think. Was it Malgus or Nihilus? Or no, not Nihilus.
We've already had Nihilus.
Darth.
I think it was.
I forget. Moloch?
Oh gosh, I don't know either.
Malik. Darth Malik. That was it. That was Darth
There you go.
Malik. I'm trying to remember all my old school Darths. Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
If there was one area of gaming greats I'd want them to jump into, it would be Dark Forces. Like if they gave us Dark Forces gaming greats, so like Kyle Katarn, Darth Talon, like all those guys. I don't know how they do it with repaints, but I'm sure they can figure it out. Like Dark Troopers are in there. Give us just a repackage of Darth Trooper in there. I don't care. Like I'll take an excuse to buy another Dark Trooper. Like
oh yeah.
Credit collection Dark Trooper?
Heck yeah. I mean, I've got that on.
Stop.
Shut up.
Carbonized Dark Trooper, maybe?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Shadows of the Empire.
That would be another one. Give us a Dash Rendar. Give us a Shizor.
Yeah.
Give us a Guri. Give us
Chewbacca with the flat top.
Snuva, which they did. They did that to explain his new haircut in Return of the Jedi. Luke Skywalker and his Coruscant Guard outfit. I'm trying to remember all the old Power of the Shadow of the Empire 3 3/4 inch ones. That was actually I think most of them.
I think that was most of them, other than maybe the speeder bike.
The swoop, the swoop
bike.
thing. Yeah, absolutely. But Dash Rendar and his droid. I don't remember his droid's name, but he had a droid guy.
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna look that up because it's gonna bug me if I can't remember.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Rendar
What's your favorite
droid.
era to collect?
Lebo.
Definitely original trilogy, because that's just what I grew up with. But I enjoy them all. When I display my figures, I don't, just because there's not a lot of good representation from each movie, I kind of mix my figures together and just think of them as a general, just like a whole galaxy. I try not to keep too many Imperials close together or too many Rebels. I don't want 2 Landos on the same shelf or anything like that. I just kind of, I tried to separate them by movie, but like with Rogue One, you've only got just a couple, but then you've got a ton for the Mandalorian, and it's just, some shelves look a little bit more sparse than others, so I kind of just mix and match, give it that kind of
I have like
grand universe.
My Empire Strikes Back shelf is super full, and then my Solo shelf has like
6 figures.
It's up to 6 figures now. My Solo shelf is.
Awesome.
But
so
I need that
I
Tobias
know,
Beckett still.
Yeah, I know. The guy before me, Angus, he touched on the HasLab. My vote for HasLab would be an AT-ST. I think that's what a lot of people want.
That's mine.
Yeah.
That's mine right there.
Yeah.
And the anniversary's coming up. The timing is right there.
To kind of go with his point, if they could figure out a way to customize it so it could be Return of the Jedi or Mandalorian looking with the Raider, like I would have to buy 2.
Yeah.
Like if you could have those 2 different options there.
The AT-ST has army building potential, which the Rancor didn't. And if they do it, they could do it a lot like they did the His Tank. Like, hey, if it funds within a week, we'll give you an extra driver. Make a driver come with it already by default. You need the driver.
Give us a Han Solo driver, as a stretch goal.
Yeah.
Just
if it had lights, like internal cockpit lights.
Oh yeah.
I think I would shit my pants.
Because the one in the Mandalorian has like the red glowing eyes.
It does.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
So, that'd be sick.
Like it would have to, unlike any other ATST, it would have to have a cockpit for 2 people because they do. They've always only had the one, and I'm like, I want 2. So 2 drivers, give us working lights. I don't want a walking gimmick.
No,
like I want to be able to. I want to just be able to pose the legs.
Yeah.
If they want to go crazy and give us like Ewok stuff or something, but I don't need that. If they gave us stretch goals for an option to like customize it as like a Raider one, if it sells so many or whatever, I think that would be enough, honestly.
Yeah, like a nice, cardboard background or something. Sick.
Honestly, I think people were underestimating that cardboard background.
I think it would have been so.
It would have been
like
so big
than people were expecting.
I would have loved it for my toy photography. Like, just imagine the difference between taking a picture of the Rancor with a normal background, like a wall, or a really cool diorama, like high quality, high print cardboard background. Like it would have been cool, and people underestimate the value of that stuff. Was it a little disappointing? Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, it was.
But it was also paired with bones, and those bones, I will die on that hill that those bones were rad.
Yeah, if you wanted those bones 3D printed, that would have been like $60.
I mean, probably closer to like 40, but I agree.
Well, yeah.
It's not like
some of them
people
are really big, I think.
People were comparing them to like the dollar store like bones and stuff, and like it's not even the same comparison.
Oh yeah, not at all.
I know.
I agree.
ATST, yeah, for sure.
ATST,
I know some of my stretch goals would definitely be an Ewok with a glider.
Sure.
That'd be cool.
And
I think that'd be too much for a stretch goal, but it'd be nice.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, a lot of it's reuse if they just use the same mold, just a different colored Ewok, and then or maybe an accessory pack with some little hatchets or bows and arrows or something like that. But
I think they could
a log or
Lincoln logs.
Yeah, or like a little rope that like they can just put in front of it, like it's gonna trip over it, like a little vine.
That wouldn't be much different than the bones.
Honestly, it's not. Yeah, that's the perfect kind of
around it. Yeah.
Kind of stretch goal thing. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe they can make it to where it like crunches, so you can lay on its side and like, it looks like it's smashed or something.
No, that would be awesome.
That'd be ridiculous.
I think if they did it a lot like the His tank, though, they could fund it. I
agree.
I think it would easily fund. Yeah.
I know the demand is there.
I agree, and I think what really helped the His tank out was that limited time figure. Like people are like, we can get a figure if it funds within this time period. Like I think that's what really drove people to doing it. People value like figures with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. It's part of the fun.
Yeah.
It's part of the appeal.
And it was literally just a repainted one of the one that was already coming with it. So I think that helped with the value. Like if they had advertised the Rancor out of the gate as coming with Malakili, I think that would have helped a lot.
Absolutely.
But they added him in at the very end, and they didn't even make a big deal out of it. Yeah.
It was a Hail Mary.
They didn't even make a big deal out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that should have been like the first. That should have been the first thing they announced.
Or even saying, "Hey, if we back this many within the week or whatever, we'll throw in a Malakili for free." Like, that would have
some incentive. Yeah,
some incentive. Yeah,
I guess just enough people didn't catch on. It almost got there at the end. It was close. Another half hour.
Yeah,
got it.
I think they could have gotten away with it. Yeah,
it just stinks that they could have. Like, why wouldn't they extend it one day? Come on,
or an hour.
An hour,
or 5
literally
minutes.
an hour,
or 5 minutes. Yeah, I think in the last half hour it had gotten 500 backers.
It did, yes.
Yeah,
it was blowing up a lot. Cool. Maybe the next HasLab will be successful. Hopefully it is. They need the Black Series team definitely.
Star Wars needs Black Series team needs a win. I still don't count the lightsaber as Black Series.
No, I don't either.
Or the helmet.
I know people do, but like it's just to me, that's a role play item. This is not the same thing.
I agree. It's not going to appeal to the same as the other collectors.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. Someone had the gall to message me. Can you really be a completionist if you don't collect the sabers? I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I collect action figures.
I absolutely can.
Yeah. I have a wine collection, but I don't collect beer also. You know,
right.
Yeah, it's like, it's all alcohol, but it's different.
It's different. Yeah, exactly.
Very good. That is very good analogy.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
I don't actually collect wine, though.
What are some of your absolute favorite figures in the line?
Wow. I still love the Hoth Trooper a lot just because of the modularity of it. I mean, I really hope that they do that with the Endor soldier.
It's deluxe.
And it's deluxe. It better.
Yeah.
He's got to have, at the very least, interchangeable arms if he's deluxe.
Yeah.
Short sleeve, long sleeve. I hope we get some different ethnicities because, there was the African-American trooper in Return of the Jedi, not just a facial hair difference, but like an actual different skin tone, something like that would and then they'd sell more.
I agree.
Because you got
100% agree. Yeah, we definitely need more representation, more diversity in some of those troopers. Just because, even buying 4 of them with the 2 different face options and mask and stuff, it still just kind of looks like the same dude 4 times.
It does.
For the most part,
Mm-hmm.
Or well, there wasn't really that would probably be more for gaming greats to do a Rodian, kind of like from Battlefield. You could get the Rodian or the Duros or whatever. So, but
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, if the Endor Rebel Trooper came with 4 different faces, I'd buy 4 of them.
In a heartbeat. Wouldn't even consider not. Yeah.
I mean, perfect example is the Cantina band members. They all look the same, yet we bought 6 of them because they came with different instruments. So it's I think this was maybe I don't want to say a good lesson, but hopefully Hasbro took something from that and they'll run with it and say, oh wow, we just need to start mixing it up, start pumping out the troops, start pumping out the the army builders, stuff like that. So
what's interesting about that is the Tusken Raider kind of did the same thing where it came with a bunch of different weapons, but I only have 2 of those. I didn't buy one for each weapon.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting. What's up, Zach?
It's time. My AirPod just died. I'm pulling out the backup.
He brought a backup. You were prepared this time. Yeah, we had to end a little early one time because it went too long. But honestly, we should probably start wrapping it up. I just got a phone notification that my wife ordered pizza and that it's here.
Oh.
And it's 9 p.m. my time, and I have not had dinner yet.
Wow. It's 11:30.
It's 9:30.
Yeah, it's 12:30 here, and I had work today. And luckily, I took a power nap when I got home. So I was so tired. I was like, how am I going to get there tonight? It's a huge episode. But luckily.
Once you start talking about Star Wars,
it's hard.
I started.
Yeah.
It got to an hour before the show, and I was legit getting hyped. I was like, all right, this is going to be, we got have a lot of people watching.
We had a lot of fun. And we had some fantastic, everyone that came on was great, because there's always a little bit of being nervous of if we're going to have anyone weird, you never know what it's going to be when it's live. And I guess I could just cut it out, but no, everyone's great. Everyone's been fantastic. And I'm glad we ended on you. I don't know why I'm glad, but I feel like it's a good send off.
We could end on Luke.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
That's true. If Luke wanted to hop on, we could end it with
Luke,
him.
Last minute, if you want to close it with us.
But no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure to land speeder Luke.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
All right, I'm going to go back to normal. So we'll end with H-Town Ray on here.
Awesome.
Okay.
Unless Luke hops on, we're going to start winding it down. So I can. No, it's too late. He says next time. So
okay, we're going to hold him to that.
We're going to hold him.
We'll hold him to it.
Clip it.
He'll be a guest on a show here soon. I'm sure.
Awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
He'll get a whole episode
for sure.
Well, again, guys, thank you so much for doing this. It was really fun. It's my first time doing anything like this, so it's really fun. Maybe I'll start a YouTube channel.
Honestly, if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
To be honest,
just post stuff on Instagram and you'll get followers. And I'll
100%.
I might do that.
Yeah, post, find editions and that's our thing, but post.
You can borrow it.
recent
We stole it from Star Wars. I actually
General
felt
agreement
really
system.
bad when I realized how many other Cantina themed podcasts there are out there. Like Victoria's Cantina, and there's so many Cantina and I didn't think about even looking when we named ours. I was like, Cantina, that's a fun Star Wars thing.
Yeah, because we're coming together to talk about Black Series. We're everybody hopped in the Cantina with us today. Talked about some figures.
And if you have been here the entire time, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, we have some people who have been here since the beginning, and it's insane.
The beginning. And you know what? And he popped in late, but Beardy McBeardson is a welcome addition anytime. So, what a fun guy.
For sure. And I do want to say,
I just like his
if
name.
you've been in here, if you normally download the audio version of the podcast in here, you should still download it. You don't have to go back and listen, but give us that download, and then you can just delete it out. Be sure we get those numbers still. And anyone watching this, if this has been fun for you, you can support us on Patreon and see all of our episodes, because this is a Patreon thing usually where we video the episodes. But people listening, you're still cool. Don't think that we don't think you're cool. Oh yeah, I want to make that apparent. For sure, you're cool. Yeah. All right. Well, Mike, I'm gonna. For first-time listeners, where can they follow you on across the socials? Heck yes, I have a YouTube channel that's literally just my name, Mike Case. That's it. So I just posted a video review of the Cantina band members. Be warned, it has so many jizz puns in it, probably legally too many. I'm surprised that it made it past the. I'm surprised it didn't. It didn't get that little yellow check mark thing to say it was limited for advertising. So, but I'm pretty proud of it. It's what one person called a waste of a half hour. So I like that comment so much I pinned it. I still got a view and still got YouTube analytic boosts. So. Perfect. It's all good for me. I don't care. Anyway, so that's my YouTube channel. I'm also on the Instagram at Trusty Sidekick, and I'm on the Twitter at Mike Case. So come follow me on those, and you can see my pictures, hear my thoughts, whatever you want to do or not do. Awesome. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the Star Wars Black Series. You can also support us on Patreon if you want to join us live next time we do this. Everybody who came here, we got on the show. So it's true. We really appreciate that. We had a lot of people watching the comments today since we made this one public, since our 1-year anniversary. We have a couple tiers. $2 is the tier, and then $5, $11.38. So we really appreciate everybody supporting. Follow us on Twitter at TBS Cantina. We have a Facebook page, just Black Series Cantina. We have fun there. So if you're on the Facebooks, come hang out. Yeah, join. Sure. Yeah, there's only 2 questions you got to answer. They're very easy if you listen to the podcast. It's a great community so far. We actually had someone earlier say that they enjoy it pretty much. We have merch. If you want a shirt like Mike's wearing, or if you want a Black Series Cantina mug, I think we might have hats soon. We have some other shirts. The Rancor shirt is one of my favorites. We have a Fine Editions shirt. And they're not super podcast specific. The Rancor just has a Rancor on it, and mine is. Mine just says Black Series Cantina. That's might be the only one though. Yeah, no, you're right. The other ones, Sean's made us some fantastic merch. So Sean, if you're listening, thanks, bud. Yep. It was pretty late there in the UK, so he's probably asleep. And our Patreon members, we had 4 winners in our giveaway today. Shout out to Casey, Texas, Dylan, Justice, Tim B, and CV2187 for winning. We really appreciate your support, and send us an email, blackseriescantina@gmail.com, if you want your email read on the show, or just give us information on whatever. So yeah, that's everything we got. Had a blast. We're almost at 4 hours. H-Town Ray, do you have anything to plug? Insane. You're here. No. Okay. Not yet. I'll work on that. Awesome. He's working on it. So we'll have him on when he has something to plug. Sounds good. Awesome. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And if you're listening, thanks for listening. We will catch you next time. Bye.